sides.
It's true, innit? You're half and half. Fake Nigerian.
Both sides. Morning, people. Happy Friday, the 17th of March. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favourite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And it's a full house today, so we'll go ahead and introduce ourselves.
It's your boy, Big Moss from the east side of the bridge. Morning, people.
It is your favourite shade queen, Martin Royalty.
Morning, people. Big man use in the building.
Hello, hi, it's me.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer, news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
That's right. How's everyone doing? Firstly,
No,
sorry.
let's get
No, wait. Wait, let me, before the storm.
Okay, cool. Fine.
Great interview yesterday.
Oh.
Big up Prince. That was a really
big up
good
Prince.
interview yesterday. I learned a lot from the guy. So well done, guys.
Clips coming
Now-
on the weekend.
Okay, clips are coming on the weekend, guys. Follow us on the day after TNB on our socials. Before the cameras went live, Gina, I'm talking about the Northwest names. And I said, Sam is actually a nice name.
I agree.
Thank you. And then you proceeded to say...
No, you said I like creative names. And
Oh, yes.
I said, I was like, yeah, I was about to get onto you Nigerians about your creative names. Then you were like, oh, no, not with you Ghanaians. And
Yeah,
So
because
let's
what could you
discuss-
possibly get onto Nigerians about
No,
their
the
names
point
for?
I'm making is, so growing up,
Yeah,
I knew someone called Precious,
that's a beautiful name.
which spun my head because it's like, I've never heard of Precious. Success. Why is your name Success?
Because it's affirmations.
But that's what I mean about your creative names. Like you lot have
So that's not even creative.
whatever it is, I find it very
Is
interesting.
it because you're used to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
No. I'm not. Ha ha ha! You're so funny.
Because how could you think Precious
Yeah.
is a creative name?
No,
It's
but you know what it
Precious.
is? No, it's. I don't think you get what I'm saying. Like, I've never heard of those kind of names before. Do you understand what I mean? It's not common.
So you must have shaken your boots then when you met people from
Oh,
Zimbabwe.
don't even get me started on them.
They're like, God is so great,
Talents.
he's amazing. And that's a
Like,
name.
I was just like, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, their names are, I think they do win. I think with Nigerians, Igbos are the most excessive, where they name the child wherever they literally want that child to be. So I think the success would have definitely been
That's
an Igbo
what I
person.
mean. I just obviously I'm not saying Ghanaians are creative. Oh please, our names are the absolute worst. Colonizer Central, like literally.
No, that's Sierra Leoneans.
No, I don't think
The names are
Ghanaians.
very white.
No, Ghanaians. You know when you meet some Ghanaians and I look at you and I'm thinking, how did you get like
Ghanaians love a Philomena. Philomena.
Philomena. They do.
That name, yeah.
They love a Philomena. Yeah.
I say how what is how we said
Philomena.
that song? Yes. Angelina. That's how I say it. But yeah, they love very ancient and like vintage and
I
like
just think,
old
why
names.
is your name? Even my name makes me sick, to be honest.
Well,
Sorry.
Gina.
My name's not Gina.
Well, your full. Do you want the full? Can I say the full name?
You can, but it
Is it
makes me
Georgina?
sick. Yeah, why is that my name?
very white.
What baby is called Georgina? Like you looked at a child and you were
What is
like,
it?
So what's wrong with Georgina?
no, I don't.
it's
I'm not gonna lie, I
it's quite
don't like
Caucasian,
it.
though.
Gives me the ick.
It's Caucasian. I
Very
was shocked when I found out the
Caucasian.
full thing was Caucasian.
Why is my name
was,
Georgina? But there's like Georgina's. Like I know a few Auntie Georginas. Auntie
Why?
Georgina.
You're milking it there.
No,
With what?
But the Georgina thing is fine.
It's very.
I don't
white,
like
though.
it.
Yeah, it's not.
You're the only black Georgina I know.
really.
Yeah.
To be fair, I know if like any
Yeah, but
most.
your aunties don't count.
No.
Jermaine.
Do you know Gina Nipper?
She's Georgina as
Yeah.
well. Okay. See, I just thought it was Gina.
No.
Because yours is why I just thought, oh, Gina, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That sounds about black. But Georgina.
It was Regina.
No, a few people. No, but a few people have said, "Is your name Regina or Regina?" I'm like, no.
Yeah, Regina is wild.
you need
Regina
to,
is very
you
wild.
need to stop.
You definitely would have got
But then, to
bullied.
be fair, this is how sad it is. My dad's called George, and my sister's called Georgia, and I have another brother called George. So that's what I mean.
You and your sister Georgina and Georgia.
Yeah.
What's the whole George
And
family.
literally.
So that's one parent to just not...
so creative, guys. So
not-
creative.
yeah, they're not very creative with it.
No, not at all.
To be fair, there's a few Alexes in my family.
Oh, is it?
My mum's Alex. My brother's Alex. My youngest is Alex.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but obviously like Alexandra. My mum's Alexis, actually. My brother's Alexander. My younger sister's Alexis as well. His wife, my brother's wife, is also Alexandra. Her dad is Alexander. I said, yeah,
Damn.
you so wildin'.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a crazy coincidence.
And I wish my name was Alex. I wish I,
Well, you wanna belong. You wanna be.
I want to
one.
belong, yeah. There's certain names when I was younger I wish I had. Like the name Yemi as well. I always wish my name was Yemi.
Really?
I just love that name. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Guess your child's gonna be called Yemi then.
No, probably not. I want to go for a creative name, but I also want to go for a name that Africans cannot ruin.
Oh, I hear you.
You know, they can't mispronounce it. They can't ruin or give a silly,
No,
annoying
can I be
nickname.
honest? I feel like Africans can ruin anything.
Fair.
Even the most basic. You know when you're just
That
like,
is true.
how did you? For example, yeah, you know the name Seth,
Yeah.
right? It's Seth, innit? For the longest time, I didn't know that you know Brasset.
Brasset.
Yeah, like Ghanaians will say Set.
Brasset.
And I had no idea, like, I had an uncle called Uncle Set. And I used to be like to my mum, Set, I didn't get it. And then she spelled it and I said, oh my days.
How embarrassing.
I said, this is what you lot are pronouncing as Set. Seth. Like, TH. Get in the bin. Like, honestly.
The way Africans
And to
will
me,
butcher
that's not
anything,
hard.
yeah.
That's not hard. Like,
No,
it's
nothing is
basic.
hard.
But the longest time, I literally thought, nah, Set. Wow.
So do you guys add like a prefix of brother to everything?
Yeah, like, so basically, it kind of like ranks based on like the person's age or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, or to be fair with me, I do take the piss.
Okay.
So that's why I call you Brima. Because why not?
Do you know one thing I hate? Yeah. Like, I hate the way certain names are shortened.
Yeah, so
And
why would you
Emmanuel
pick
is one of
Ima?
them.
Yeah,
Like,
Ima.
I hate the way Nigerians do the same thing. Ima, I
Ima.
hate it.
For Emmanuel.
I hate it.
Yeah, like how did you get
Why
there?
did you stop there?
Yeah.
Why did you stop there? Just at the end.
Yeah. Sorry.
Think of Africans, man. But yeah, so, I don't know. I have to really sit down and actually think about my kids' names. They cannot ruin it.
Fair enough.
But yeah, just never know.
Oh yeah, Brent, I watched the movie.
Oh, please, let's
Iman,
discuss.
did you?
I watched it.
Movie.
Did you? Okay.
Oh wow.
Let's talk about it.
I haven't finished it, but I've watched 2 hours. I guess
I'm not
that's
going
enough,
to
right?
finish it. I'm not
That's
gonna
basically-
lie.
Yeah, I watched 2 hours of it.
You didn't even try.
I did.
It's alright.
You put in the group chat and then
After
10 minutes
30
later, you're like,
minutes.
I'm done.
What? Was it mind blowing? No.
I actually even fell asleep.
It
Sorry.
was quirky. It was wacky. I like the concept, but it wasn't. I didn't leave or watching it feeling extremely compelled by it. It wasn't special to me, but it was cool.
But then to bring it, okay, go on, King.
Do you think that the white woman deserved an award?
No. She went missing
The
for a lot
white
of the movie as
woman?
well.
Wait,
Jamie
the
Lee
one
Curtis
who won the
Yeah.
was the one from Jason Michael Myers
Yeah.
Halloween.
She went missing for
She's
about an hour.
the one who won. Wait, she's the one
Yeah.
who won.
Should have given it to the Asian girl.
You know-
But to bring it back to the original conversation, which is about Wakanda,
Yeah.
do you think that Wakanda should have got the award over?
Wakanda,
let's
or
for-
you talking about Angela Bassett?
No, just Wakanda. Because I was going off.
As a what for best movie?
No. For the devil wouldn't have got that. I don't think they were nominated.
You mean should
No,
Angela
just for
Bassett?
that category. So forgetting that Jamie Lee was the one who got the award,
Yeah.
because the Asian girl,
Yeah.
Joy, she was actually nominated as well.
Okay.
So when I was looking at that, I think Steph should have got it. That's
Are you
the
talking about for best supporting actress?
yes.
If I'm to remove Angela Bassett for a second, the daughter is it Joy, right?
Yeah.
She should have won it over
Jamie Lee.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
If it's Jamie Lee Curtis versus Angela Bassett,
Yeah.
Angela Bassett should have won.
Yeah, that is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is fair actually.
Yeah.
Watching it now, after I'd watched it, because when I said, yeah, do you know why? I get why that film would have won. I'd only obviously seen the trailer.
Yeah.
But when I then saw what Jamie did to get that award, I said, your role wasn't even...
Yeah.
Do you think it
Everyone
was
pissed me off more than
starting
anything.
good and then didn't develop how you probably could have wanted, or was you just consistently?
It didn't start slow as you lot said. You lot said it was boring for like 30 minutes.
I never said that, but
I didn't think it was boring for 30 minutes.
Someone mentioned it was
Yeah.
slow for about 30 minutes.
Sounds about Brent.
Me?
No,
there you
I said
go.
I've watched the first.
LOL.
I said in the group. I said I've watched the first 30 minutes, and it's not. I don't.
Okay.
Haha, banter, Brent.
I think, I think it developed how I thought. I was thinking, when are they going to get to the crust of the matter? Like, when they're going to get to the matter? I think
yeah.
it dragged on a bit. I found the concept quite interesting, to be fair. In
I thought,
terms of
yeah, I
like,
thought there was
It
so
was-
much
like, it was
potential
alright.
there.
yeah, like being able to tap into all your variants and to take their skills and their powers and use it for yourself in the real in your.
I
You
think-
the
know,
having
think-
to do a dumb thing to get the power was a little bit.
What's stupid?
yeah, that having
I
to
was
do
like-
something stupid to
That
and then
dildo part, I said, yeah, y'all are.
Yeah, the film was wacky. Having to do something dumb and then tap your earpiece.
Tap your ear and then your
you tap
Bluetooth
into
thing
it.
gets knocked out and then you have to go and
Yeah.
find it again. And I think even that part where they're all trying to like being sucked in, I said, this is so wacky.
It was wacky.
They should have let the Koreans have it.
To be fair,
They would have killed it. They would have killed it. Because I feel like the concept is so sick here
Yeah.
that I think it just didn't, what was produced just didn't match it.
No, it felt like we've got a wacky idea. Now how do we make it even more wackier? Now how do we make it even more wackier? It's just wacky up top of wacky.
You know what made me sick? The sausage fingers have really put me off frankfurters. It's making me itch. Oh, it's actually making me itch.
The sausage
It's
finger.
really put me off frankfurters.
And then she learned how to use her feet. And then you always just see his bare feet
Just
tapping
bare
the piano,
feet.
tapping this, feet tapping that.
And I was like, why does everyone have red manicure as well?
Yeah, but that was important.
Or pedicure, sorry.
It was the feet thing because I was thinking, what purpose? You go through all these stuff, and
Yeah.
like, it's the feet thing that's spus her, isn't it? It saved her because when she drove for the when she went to the sausage people,
Yeah.
so whoever was trying to kill her, she stopped them with her feet.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? And I didn't like I didn't clock that the sausage people. I was thinking, what are these people doing?
Stopping people with your feet is hilarious.
No, but then it showed you afterwards they could play piano, like they're
Yeah.
really good with their feet. You get me?
Yeah.
So I was thinking, why would she even need it? And then that's
It is
what
good
helped her in
themes,
the position that
actually.
she needed, didn't it?
Yeah, it's actually good themes, like good life themes in terms of like if you don't have something, make what you have and like,
Yeah.
make it work and all that cute stuff.
How much out of 10, guys?
Also, but for the first, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, I thought that guy was her son, not her husband.
Same.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I
Because
didn't.
he looks younger than. No, I know him from Indiana Jones, innit? So he's forever a kid to me, innit?
Oh.
And he looks younger than her, and he
Is that the boy
acts
from
younger than
Indiana
her.
Jones? Who's got all the funny gadgets and that? No, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was an errand boy.
Yeah.
He didn't give me husband vibes.
Yeah.
No, I
do you know what it is? It's because of how she treated him, though. She didn't rate
Yeah,
him. like-
Yeah, and
he
also-
didn't give me big
and also-
She
energy.
literally treated him like a side man.
Like a so I thought
I
it
just
was
thought-
I thought it was a runaround guy.
And I
Yeah.
thought that he
Yeah.
found her divorce papers, and she wanted to divorce him, not that he wanted to divorce her.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
I think-
clearly didn't read it in the
'cause
beginning
then-
because she gave it to him, innit?
The energy that they were giving each other, it didn't seem like he wanted to get rid of her. It seemed like the other way around to me.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
Yeah. But okay, well, I'll grade. I'll give it a big mark for effort, but overall, for me, I'll probably give it a 6.
I'm going to give it a 5, sorry. And I won't watch
Because
it
of the
again.
30 minutes
I won't
you
watch
watched?
it again. No, I watched more than 30 minutes.
Oh, did you? Okay.
And then I kind of just dozed in and out of sleep because I was like, this film
Yeah, I would have been pissed off to wake up with the sausage bit.
this film ain't giving.
Yeah.
We're not hearing from you, Mr. Melanin Jam Packed.
There is. Everyone pretty much said, like, covered everything I would have said pretty much. But I think I like the creativity in it, yeah. I think they had to make it lighthearted with the wacky stuff throughout, yeah. Because like you're saying, if they gave it to the Koreans, I think it would have been a bit more serious, right? Fully to them, right? But I think I still think it was a good film, man. Yeah.
Rating?
I wouldn't give it less than 7.
Okay.
So I'll give it a 7. I pretty much give it a 7, 7.5.
That's good.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It doesn't.
All right. It's a weekend film with TDA.
It really has been.
Can I
It's
quickly
been fun, guys?
also talk about, has anyone here watched Luther?
No.
I don't know what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
What, guys? It's actually really
What, the movie or the
good.
series?
Huh?
The movie or the series?
Yeah.
It's been there.
Yeah, it's literally there. I don't have a
Oh,
clue
yeah.
what I'm waiting for, bro.
No, but
Because I need to watch that. I want
The
to watch
film's
it.
actually sick. Like,
I could imagine. I could
100%.
imagine.
I thought it was hard. Like, I'd watch it again.
Do I need to watch the series to watch?
To be fair,
Just about
no,
to ask
because
that.
I
I
didn't.
can't do him.
You're always on the, do I have to watch the back?
Yeah, man.
No, let me be honest with you. You don't. I don't think you do. You don't. No.
Is it a continuation from the series? The series finished so long ago. I can't even remember what fucking
Not
happened.
really, because it's more like about his character. It's not like, oh, this is a build up of like something that happened from before.
Okay.
My sister hasn't watched any Luther. She watched the film. She thought it was so sick. Now she's watching the series.
Okay.
She started like now yesterday she started season 1, but she watched
that's
the
a
film
bit
with us
me.
on Saturday. So she's like, and she understood it, got it,
that's a
whatever.
bit
So
me. Okay, I'll watch
you
it
don't
then.
need to watch the previous seasons to understand what's going on. But as a film, I thought they did a fantastic. I thought it was sick.
Can I say we watch it this
I might watch
weekend,
it
guys,
tonight.
and we talk about it
Yeah.
next week.
I might watch it
Let's make
tonight.
this
Good.
let's make this a thing.
No, it was good. It was good.
Okay, I'll watch it then.
I don't know. I don't believe you.
It's
That
not
doesn't
that
sound
long
believable.
either. It's like 2 hours. It's not that long.
No, I really will watch it. If it's homework,
I
I'll
think
do
you
it.
should.
I will. Okay. And I like Idris Elba anyway. So I don't crush on married men, but he's a zaddy.
Have you watched that new episode of BMF?
The one that came out today.
No, not today.
Damn.
Last week. Reason being is because I want to cuss your.
Young Miami, Carisha.
Oh,
Carisha, please.
First of
What's
all,
that, 'cause
yeah,
they're sexy or something?
she
No,
no,
the acting was fucking.
she got
Wait, it's what the wife of
yeah.
Of the wife of the guy, the guy who got
No,
killed.
It's the
listen,
worst thing I've ever
no,
seen.
Yeah,
listen,
the
guys,
worst acting
yeah.
ever.
Channel U acting
Yeah.
perfectly.
Before
The
I
worst thing
Ever.
Yeah.
She was getting cooked.
Obviously,
there.
How many
yeah.
episodes are there in this season?
No, well, no, 9. There's one
Nine
more
or
left.
something. Yeah,
Last
yeah.
one.
Oh, was it the finale?
Yeah, I
Finale came
think
out
the
today.
finale's today.
Okay,
Oh, I
okay.
can watch it now.
But listen,
Yeah, I'm a binge watcher.
this
My
season
bag.
is sick. It's
Yeah.
like this season's been so cold. Like
Really?
this season's sick. It's actually
Okay.
really, really good. I saw like obviously Americans get to watch it before I sent it, so I just saw her getting cooked online. I was like,
She was
oh,
getting cooked.
why is everyone cussing her? Like,
Yeah.
and then when I was watching it, the first time she got introduced, I thought, oh, this isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it wasn't that bad at the beginning.
No, I didn't.
It was the
yeah, but
finale
when
scene.
the ending,
Yeah.
that last scene, bring back, what's his name? Go and get whoever did this, my husband. I thought, oh, girl. And what was really sad as well, yeah, is like, when the episode was coming out,
Yeah.
yeah, she did like a post and was just like, oh my God, I can't wait for you lot to see it. Like, she was bigging it up. And then the internet
No,
No,
it
they
was the
finished
worst.
dragged her by her
horrible.
pants.
She had
bad.
to come back out and be. She basically what she was doing was like retweeting the few compliments she was getting, and she's like, "See, like it wasn't that." She's like, "I'll get better." And I was like, "Oh, Carisha."
Yeah,
No,
get,
it was really-
get better
it was-
off camera.
No, it was really cringe. It was really cringe. It was really cringe. And that,
Acting school.
that bit was sad though. Like that whole.
Yeah, but she ruined it though.
No, she did.
It
But
was
I felt
sad,
like it was
but
sad because of who
For
he
someone
was.
for someone who just lost their husband, who didn't want the husband to even go out in the first place,
Yeah.
you didn't even convey the emotion in the slightest.
Me, where's my husband?
Like
Nah.
you didn't convey you didn't
horrible.
convey the emotions at all.
No, not at all.
That's why
And then
the-
the crying. No.
Ah, it was
Yeah,
pathetic.
we were cutting Karen as well.
It was
But you know
absolutely
what? That's
pathetic.
what happens when you chill with big boys. That's what Diddy got her that. So because this is getting awards. I saw she had an award as well, a BT award for her podcast.
Yeah, that was
She's been
Yeah.
collecting them.
yeah, that was because of Diddy, man. He-
Of
That's what I'm saying. And I
that
think so was
song.
BMF.
And even her, you can tell she's getting put in positions.
In
that,
certain
like-
positions,
but I think
yeah.
it's a bit out of order though, because obviously there's better people for the job, clearly, as we can see.
I'll be honest with you. If I'm fucking with a rich man and it gets me some perks, I don't
Fair
care who
enough.
else
You know,
is
as
hustling.
as
I'm enjoying
Carisha,
it.
like
No, obviously.
you ain't gonna turn it down, are you?
Absolutely not.
No.
But you know what I mean.
Step your pussy game up.
Stop effing these bum niggas then.
This is it.
I hear you, sis, loud and clear. I've heard. I'll
know.
stop.
Yeah, that's hilarious. All right. Well, let's get in our first headlines.
All right, so our first headline: Esther's friend is back in the news, man.
BJ.
Boris Johnson. So Boris Johnson has been reselected as a Conservative candidate in his Uxbridge and South Ruislip constituency.
Man, like.
Yep, it comes after speculation that the former Prime Minister might seek out a safer seat before the next general election. A spokesperson came out and said, I can confirm Boris Johnson has been reselected as a Conservative candidate in Uxbridge and South Ruislip. While Johnson holds a 7,000 vote majority, his seat is seen as a target for Labour at the next election. Allies of Johnson have always rejected any suggestion he would seek a new or safer seat, despite persistent speculation. Since leaving number 10 last September, he has declared more than £1 million in speaking fees. He has also made a number of public interventions since then, earlier this month criticising the deal with the EU that the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak agreed to replace elements of the Northern Ireland Protocol. The next headline is about the Ukraine war. And on Thursday, yesterday, Poland pledged it will send 4 MiG-29 fighter jets to Ukraine, and they're the first NATO member to do so. President Andrzej Duda said that the planes from about a dozen that it had inherited from the former German Democratic Republic will be handed over in the coming days after being serviced. Warsaw has taken a lead among NATO allies in supplying Kiev with heavy weapons. The announcement that Poland will send the Soviet-designed planes marks a break from the alliance and could put pressure on other member states to do the same. Other NATO nations have been reluctant to move far beyond a decision earlier this year to send tanks to Kiev, and the US insisted Thursday that Poland's move will not force Washington's hand. Speaking at a news conference in Warsaw and his new Czech counterpart, Peter Pavel, the Polish president expressed the two countries' joint backing for Kiev. President Duda said, the Czech Republic and Poland are countries that are in absolute vanguard when it comes to supporting Ukraine, both at humanitarian and military levels. Poland has been one of the most vocal European nations against Russia, even before the invasion of Ukraine. Russia is still seen by many in Poland's political and diplomatic circles in the Cold War context. Putin has always been seen by Warsaw as untrustworthy, and Russia's expansion is something to be fought against at all costs. It's one of the few NATO countries that by law is required to meet its 2% of GDP defense spending commitment, and is an active member of the European Defense Committee. And the last headline, basically an official report has come out to criticize the Met Police, and they've come out and said, they're about to come out and say that it's riddled with deep-seated racism, sexism, and homophobia. And
Tell us something new.
Yeah, exactly. And they failed to change despite numerous official reviews urging it to do so. The report is from somebody by the name of Louise Cassie, which is due to be published on Tuesday. And basically, it will excoriate Britain's biggest police force. And this is the information that was basically given to The Guardian. So what they've, one source has pretty much come out and said that the senior government and policing figures are aware of its contents, with one describing it as horrible and another as atrocious. One source with knowledge of the findings said that the report would make clear that the Met was in the last chance saloon. The force commissioned the report in 2021 after the murder of Sarah Everard by a serving Met officer, Wayne Couzens. The report will consider whether Met failings result as at least in parts from institutional misogyny, institutional homophobia, and institutional racism. In 1999, a report by Sir William Macpherson on the failings that helped the racist killers of Stephen Lawrence escape justice for so long identified institutional racism as a cause of some of the problems. A decade later, the Met said the label no longer applied, but Casey will say significant problems persist, and she will raise the question of what should happen to the Met if it cannot reform. The final draft has been sent to the leadership of the Met and government, leading to crisis talks in the past few days between Sir Mark Rowley, who is the Met Commissioner since September, and the Home Secretary, Suella Braverman. Policing faces 2 more official reports commissioned by the government, including one of the Couzens case, which is out later this year. The Met faces another damning report on failings that left the serial killer, Stephen Port, free, and this month the police watchdog will announce whether a Met firearms officer should be referred to prosecutors over the shooting of Chris Cabba last September. And that's it for the headlines.
You know, I was talking to Tolly yesterday, Wednesday, about the possibility of Boris Johnson coming back, right? And she was like, impossible, they can't let him back. I said, but if an election's right around the corner, based on how things are going politically, right, in the country, the only person that they would want to have at the helm is Boris, in my head. So to hear this news now, that he's won this particular seat, it's crazy.
I think
They're lining up.
he's never coming back. I don't think it doesn't sound.
You say he's never come back?
No, I think he is coming
Okay.
back. It doesn't sound wild that he would come back, and I feel like he's happy that the country's in the way it is, and he's just like it's like they're kind of on their knees. I'm like, all right, fine.
You ready to suck him off again?
Who?
The country.
They are, yes. The heck? Talk too fast. Enunciate. But yeah, let's get into what you're saying to pick up the day.
All right, so today's topic of the day, it's going to be a lighthearted one.
Let's do it.
And this was...
We've definitely earned this, boy.
This is an idea given by Mashtag Margo over here. And pretty much we're going to discuss different categories. What happened?
You're such an egg.
No, I pulled this up.
Yeah, so this topic is basically gonna we're gonna discuss basically our favorite black people.
Yeah.
We're gonna break it down category and whatnot. So yeah, I guess we should start off with film. Who wants to go first?
Your
If you want, you can
favourite
go into
person.
subcategory. Yes, your favorite black
Ooh,
person.
I want to do 2.
Okay.
We do
'Cause-
woman, man,
Yeah,
woman?
male and female if you want.
Okay, well, I'm going to do 3. Because I wanted to do not an actress, like someone who's not an actor or actress, but someone who's like
In film?
like a producer, in film, and mine will be Tyler Perry. I am
Okay.
still so like amazed by what he's done. I actually saw an interview yesterday on TikTok, and it was Taraji talking about how he's the first person in Hollywood who ever paid her what she was basically worth. And I think that's sick. And when you think about, he's basically built a whole empire now, and he's got like a whole it's just sick. So I would say he's my favorite person in film. Like very inspiring.
Okay. What you guys?
Who's my favourite black actor? Denzel, maybe? Nah.
Huh?
Oh, we didn't put another category, comedians.
There is comedians.
Oh,
I
is
was
that
going
okay?
to add that to film, to be fair.
Who's my favourite black actor? You know what, yeah? It might be Denzel. Denzel might, if I think about it, Denzel might be my guy.
Who's mine?
I do love it. I do love Denzel, but I also really like Eddie Murphy, though, guys. Like, I really like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the man can do no wrong in my eyes.
What, would you put him in the actors thing or for the
That's
comedians?
the thing. I don't know where. I'd put
Yeah,
him.
I think-
I'd-
tricky.
He'd probably be a comedian, but
Would
You
you
can-
watch his like comedy?
I don't
specials,
really
though?
watch his comedy. Well, I've watched like Raw and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And Delirious, but
You can put him to comedic actor category because for
yeah,
me, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, my favorite comedic actors.
yeah.
Favorite
Like I
act-
wouldn't put them in the same
Yeah.
category as Denzel.
Yeah, favorite actor might be Denzel.
Same.
Favorite comedian, Dave Chappelle.
For you, I knew that hands down.
Yeah, hands down.
Mine
I'm
would
trying
be
to think,
Dave
like-
Chappelle or Cat.
Cat Williams is so funny.
Cat Williams is definitely.
I'm a boy.
He is hilarious.
No,
Because I'm trying to think of who it is
Oh,
I've seen
Bernie
in
Mac,
film and I'm
rest
like,
his
I'm
God,
gonna watch
rest his
that.
soul.
Yeah,
Bernie Mac could be my.
Bernie
Bernie
Mac
Mac.
was hilarious.
Yeah,
Bernie Mac
He
could
was
be.
funny.
Bernie Mac could be like my guy, if that
Bernie's
makes
cold.
sense. I don't necessarily think he's the best, but just the way I feel, like, you know what I'm
Really
trying to say, like,
think,
yeah,
yeah.
like he could he
Also-
could be Bernie.
Chris Tucker for comedic actor as well. For me personally, because of Money Talks and because of Friday.
Friday. Do you know what? I feel like his role in Friday was so pivotal. It's like everything else after that just never lived up to the first one.
And
See,
Rush Hour
everybody
1.
says that, but
and,
I
and
prefer-
Rush Hour 1 and
I
2.
prefer Day Day as a sidekick than Smokey.
Really?
Yeah, Day Day is funnier than Smokey to me. Day Day is but that's Friday too. Yeah, when I saw Mike Epps, I remember watching it with my brother. That was the day.
Yeah.
I've never seen this shoot, never heard him, never
Yeah.
nothing. My eyes just saw him debut.
Yeah.
It's one of the funniest things.
You think so?
Really?
I didn't. I was crying. I was dribbling watching.
I found
Friday
Day Day
afternoon.
way funnier in Friday in the third one.
But they had it all up because he was
Christmas
cold. He was cold in that one
Yeah.
as well. That's why Day Day's obviously Smokey started it. He's legendary. I get how
Yeah.
people feel about it,
Yeah.
but Day Day's made me laugh way more than Smokey has.
Because
Really?
he has opportunity to, because he's got 2 more.
Maybe that's
I mean-
what it is.
Yeah. You know what? And maybe if we had smoking the others, it would have not ruined it. But you know how sometimes like
It wouldn't have hit the same, man. Like I think it was
I don't
necessary.
know.
I think it was
We-
necessary
we
for
can't
the
say
way
that,
that
we
for the way that
generally-
it
We
went.
can't say
Yeah,
it. We can't say it because based on Friday 1,
it would have
Yeah.
been a totally different film. Like
Why-
I think Mike Epps
why-
brought something
why-
so cold to that film.
why wouldn't have it hit on Friday 2 though? Like,
It would have had a different feeling because even the way Chris Tucker moves, he's more like I can't explain it, but
I think you
No,
can,
Chris
you can
Tucker's
say
role
that
in
because
Friday though is
there's no evidence.
unmatched.
That's the thing. Like you've got evidence to say that Mike Epps banged on Friday, innit? So it's easy to say that, but there's no reason to say that.
well, I think
Friday 2 with
I think
Smokey wouldn't
next
have hit.
I think next Friday is better than first Friday.
Oh,
I don't know.
that's
No.
unequivocally.
I feel like the
not.
second one
That's
is
just-
the worst one.
Nah,
Friday 2, next Friday,
the second one's the second
Friday
one.
after
isn't-
next.
The second
is
one's the
funny.
second one. I think-
Friday
nowhere-
after next is better
isn't nowhere near as
than
as
next
one.
Friday, but I feel like Friday is undefeated,
number one.
remains
Yeah.
undefeated.
Friday after next is might be the funniest one.
Nah, I think the first
The
one
Christmas
is. But
one,
Cat
the
Williams,
Friday after next might be the funniest one. 'cause
Friday
with-
after next is hilarious.
It's
though.
hilarious.
Cat Williams
It's
and
big time hilarious.
Terry Crews and all
Terry
that.
Crews.
And there's just too many moments in there for me. Like, just like
even
laughing
what's
moments.
his? You know the guy who always plays the villain, the stupid uncle. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, it's Pinky, nigga.
Yeah, Pinky. Yeah, Pinky.
Yeah, but Pinky comes in season 2. That's what I'm saying. That's classic. That's classic. That's
I'm
legendary.
not gonna lie.
Pinky in the shop. And Michael Blackson. I can't
Michael
get jiggy
Black-
with this shit.
Yeah, but that's-
motherfucker.
Yeah,
You know what
that's-
annoys-
I can't get jiggy. No, this is
Yeah,
legendary. This is history we're talking
no.
about. This ain't a
it's
joke.
history, but you know it is.
I'm just saying. I'm
No,
just
I hear
saying.
you out. I'm hearing what you're saying, but when that film came out, I was disappointed.
Oh, no way.
I was disappointed.
I'm gonna watch all three
I was
this
disappointed.
weekend. You know?
I thought this
Thank
doesn't
you.
this
I
doesn't
love
hit the
good
same as Friday one.
classics.
I thought it was better. Instantly. I've always thought it was better.
I've always thought it was the worst out of the franchise.
Well, number 2,
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the worst. I think it's the
Like,
worst out of the franchise.
put it this way. Number 1, I've seen. I can't count how many times I've seen it.
Yeah.
The third one, I can't count how many times I've seen it. I believe I've seen Next Friday probably once or twice.
I've watched next Friday more than I've watched Friday 1.
No.
Definitely.
The
The Friday one's
the funny-
Friday one's got what is he talking about? Pigworm, where my man, where he's doing the shit, where he's chatting shit to the preacher woman Bernie Mac.
What's
with
that?
Miss
the-
Parker.
Miss Parker.
What one you talking about?
Don't put one, with the cereal. You better put some water in that damn shit. There's a couple. It's not crazy funny.
Nah,
like
I
that.
know.
it's
It's
bare,
not.
it's bare,
But no,
it's
if I
bare,
went through, if I went through
I
the,
could, do you know how many
we
quotables
can
from
be
that?
all day, so let's not. We
Nah,
can be all
for
day.
number one, I can give you hella quotables, man.
and
Like,
the funny is what she said she looked like Janet Jackson. It's a bitch more like Freddie Jackson.
We can be all day. I think the only
And
part
Felicia.
of
Bye,
next
Felicia.
Friday made me laugh was the Mexicans.
oh, is
Yeah.
it?
Essays.
Smokey?
The essays.
The essays were funny. Baby D's
Little
funny.
Joker Humps.
Baby D's funny. You don't know what,
Little Joker.
when he got restrained. When he got pepper sprayed in the beginning when she mashed up the car and the dad's putting the water on him and he's crying about the restraining and all this. Saying, "What you doing?" He's talking about Baby D. You don't know about Baby D.
Yeah.
You don't all that stuff there.
I
Yeah.
hear you.
Crazy. Then you got the
Even
Number two.
Yeah, then you
I
got
don't remember. I don't remember number two.
like even the dads and that. Like the dads are killing me.
The dads-
Rancho Cucamonga, and when they link
Oh.
up at the back with a Versace, you can't even spell Versace.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It ain't terrible,
there's
but
just
it's
bare-
not terrible.
there's
But
bare
it-
funny
I'm
bits
not
all
gonna
the
lie,
way through
I
it.
don't even remember. Like all the stuff you're saying is going over my head because I do not remember number two at all.
I need to watch
I'm
it
gonna
back.
go back and watch it then because honestly, I don't remember everything you're saying. I'm thinking,
I just think I feel like what number one's like a cult movie to me. It's
Yeah,
like a
classic,
classic.
yeah.
It's like it is exactly what you are saying it is. But
Yeah.
for me, it's not as fun. It does. I don't watch that and laugh like I would with the other two Fridays. No way in hell.
fair enough.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. All right, should we move down the categories?
Do you know my favorite actress? But the thing is, I don't know if I like her I do like her as an actress.
Yeah.
I love her as an actress, yeah. But I think it's more personal for me in terms of her story.
Viola Davis.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
she's literally my mum. I say this all the time.
Yeah, she's like my virtual mum. I love her.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's
But it's a
because
story I'm drawn
it's
to.
her story that I'm drawn to, but then
Yeah.
also How to Get Away with Murder had me in a chokehold. Annalise Keating, black boss, as in
I thought I wanted to be Olivia Pope until I met Annalise.
Annalise.
Olivia Pope is colder than
Too,
Annalise.
like,
I think. I think Olivia Pope's colder than Annalise.
Can I be
Nah,
honest?
but Olivia got Olivia.
Only thing stupid about Olivia is that she loved that white man too much. She let him mash up
And
her
that's
life.
why I didn't like.
I'm not gonna lie.
Annalise,
I didn't
Olivia
watch,
got
I didn't watch
caught
Scandal.
slipping one too many
You ain't
times.
watch
She was even in
Scandal?
jail
No.
at one point.
Oh my god!
I
watched
actually never,
Scandal.
I
Piece
never
of your
watched
life
it.
gone. You don't even
Scandal
know.
is
You
one
don't
of the
even know
best
what you don't
things.
know. You're missing.
I didn't watch
It's a
Scandal.
bag as well, you know.
I know.
The fact that
I
you
didn't watch it.
The
Scandal.
fact
I know what it was.
that is crazy that you ain't watched Scandal.
I know.
When you're gonna enjoy that so much.
I
It's
know
the best thing.
I've heard, and the thing is, when it was like, wasn't it out like around uni times?
Yes.
So I remember like loads of people watching it, but it's like all the websites were like really rubbish. Do you know what
Nah,
I mean?
man,
it was
you
just
gotta
too much
sit through
effort
it.
to
It's
watch
the
it.
best
Whereas
thing.
obviously, How to Get Away with Murder, that's Netflix.
Do you know what's
I
so great?
literally
Yeah, because Scandal started before How to Get Away with Murder did. Then when How to Get Away with Murder started, there was a time where like it was basically like an ABC Thursdays, and
And I
they
heard,
both come
yeah,
out
yeah.
the same. Oh my
'Cause obviously
god!
I've watched-
I felt
I've
like a
read-
crackhead.
What's
was
her
being
name?
fed.
What's her name?
Best thing ever. Shonda Rhimes.
I've read her
She
book.
is the Tyler
yeah.
Perry.
Yeah,
She's
I've
my
read
Tyler
her
Perry
book, so
for
I've read
women.
her talk about it. Like
She's her
how she-
mind, yeah.
She could be up there. She's
Yeah.
done a lot. A black
Her
actress for
talent
me.
is she did Grey's Anatomy as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's
She done-
flipping
she done a lot,
amazing.
man.
Angela Bassett. She
Yeah.
done What's Love Got to Do with It, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So from What's Love Got to Do with It,
Do you know what?
there's no
the best
black-
Angela
no
Bassett
black
role for
woman's
me is
topping
the Jackson 5 series, American Dream. I don't know if you
I
guys
haven't
see
watched
that.
it.
I don't know if I watched that.
Watch it, it's dope. She plays MJ's mom.
Actually, I have seen it. It's just a long time
You
ago.
haven't seen that?
I have seen it. I can't
No,
remember.
no, I
I
haven't.
can't remember.
Was
But
that?
I know I've watched it, but I can't
No,
remember it.
it's one of her most compelling roles, man.
But have you seen it?
I can't believe no one's seen
How
this.
much you love Michael Jackson?
Yeah. Obviously.
No one here has seen the American Dream.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's like a 5-part, 6-part series.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay.
It's just old from back in the day. I just can't remember it, but I know I've seen it. Now, when you're just saying it, I know I've watched it. But yeah, Angela.
Favorite actress? I love Regina Hall because I'm going off someone who, if you're in a film, I'm defo watching it. I absolutely adore that woman. Not Regina King, Hall,
Oh, yeah.
Who's
the
Regina
funny
Hall?
one. The younger one, she was in Thing Like a Man. She was in
Scare-
About Last
Scream?
Night. Yeah,
Oh,
Scary Movie.
oh,
Scary
yeah.
movie, not
Scary
scary
movie,
movie.
yeah.
Scary movie.
Oh, I know
I
who you're
just-
talking about.
She makes me laugh.
Ace's girlfriend in Paid in Full. No?
I ain't watching anything.
No, I know Regina Hall. though.
First
Do you know
of all,
what I'm
don't
talking
abandon me.
Yeah.
No, but it's her. No, I trust you don't like.
Yeah.
I'll show your mum, I'll show your dad films. It's fine. Okay. They're in my bag though.
Yeah, Regina Hall is I absolutely love her. Yeah, I absolutely love her.
I don't think she gets enough rating, so.
She doesn't.
And she's gorgeous.
does-
She's
she's
stunning. She's
stunning.
aged so well.
She's and she's so funny. She is so like naturally funny. I love when she like does like awards, when she picks up like, awards and stuff like that. She's just absolutely hilarious. I watch her interviews all the time. She's
Has Will
freaking
Smith
hilarious.
gone down in the ranks because of the box, because of the slap?
That's what
Not to me.
That's what we
We
discussed.
talked about it.
Yeah, but
No, I feel.
Will Smith was Will Smith is in a
He was Hollywood royalty.
not just Hollywood. It's the world.
No,
He transcends.
he is
transcends
still-
life. He's one of them people that like. There's a few people that are out there. There's a couple of men that do it now. Like say someone like The Rock.
Yeah.
You know what I
That
mean? Like,
every circle,
You know, like just
everywhere in life,
just
they're
everywhere,
global.
just
Yeah.
everybody loves you. I haven't
Yeah.
experienced that. A lot of people do that. Certain people that, Kevin Hart a little bits like that. Will Smith, and then you get that David Beckham kind of people, and like just people that everybody just
everyone
just
loves
love.
actually.
They,
And
you
everyone
know, they
kind
just
of
love.
knows, yeah,
What do
yeah.
you think it is though that allows everybody to love them? Is it their personality, their character? Like,
I think it's the personality. I think they're just so
Yeah.
like lovable
Likeable,
and
yeah.
they're
Personable.
likable. They're fun. They don't take life seriously.
do you know what I love about The Rock? Yeah, did you ever see the thing where you know how he's in Moana?
Yeah,
He's the voice of whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And his daughter was watching.
I love.
His daughter was watching Moana, but obviously she's singing and she doesn't know it's her dad because she's like 2 or 3, so she can't. She can't. Do you know what I mean? But
She
she's
can't
getting
clock
really
it.
excited. So he's recording it. He's like, she has no idea it's me. It's such a beautiful moment.
Yeah, I
like,
love
it's
when
so
I watch
cute.
like him and his daughter. Oh,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
that kind of content.
Yeah, so Will Smith could have been the number one before the box.
This
Can I be honest?
No, but
Will
really put
Smith
his
is
box
still up
over
there
his
for
head,
me
innit?
though.
But I don't
First of all,
think
let's just say box.
No, but
Okay, it insults Chris
Will
Rock.
Smith is still up
Slap.
there.
He's still
big time.
Will Smith
So
is
he's-
still up there.
so
He's still one of my
He
favorite
could be
actors.
so he could be the number one then.
I feel like he's a bit tainted.
Yeah.
For sure.
He is
That's what I'm
tainted.
saying. This is what I'm saying.
He is
Without-
tainted.
Without the
Definitely.
box, huh?
As an actor though.
No, like just
He's just
no,
bringing
no,
that from
not
his
as an actor,
skill.
not as who he was, as the person that like you literally.
I know what you mean.
Everybody just loved. Everyone gravitated. I feel like there's a stain on him.
I
Now.
feel
can
like
I
there's
be
a stain on
honest?
him. I feel like I could have made a strong case for him being number one.
Yeah, but now
Now
it's
the
just
stains there's a bit.
because it was
But
above you what you did.
can I be
You were
honest?
calling him a cuck before the slap.
Yeah, I think.
try that.
Why is
cuck.
why is it a slap?
Yeah, but I don't mind that he's cooking. I rate him that he was chopping Jada.
So why is the slap now changing your mind?
Because that was.
Because that wasn't meant to be him, man.
That's not his story, man. That's,
That's
a
not his
stain on his.
story.
That's not. Why did he do that? That's not what we want to remember you for. You was perfect. You get
And
me?
this is
You
what
was
it
damn
is.
near
It's
perfect.
yeah.
And now, and obviously that your gal, there was stains on him with his gal, yeah, but that's your gal doing that. And anybody, some people can
Everyone's on his
empathize
side.
with him and be on his side. No, you messed up. This is the thing. He done that box. When you watch the video, it's him walking up, being all disgruntled and talking about keep my girl's name out your mouth, and it's just all he tainted his legacy.
yeah,
He
because you
did.
know what it is. I feel like
Your
with the whole
favorite rappers
Jada.
have killed people.
What's that got to do with anything?
That's completely
Because
different.
you know it's I feel like with the whole Jada thing, yeah, like you're right in that. I feel like that whole Jada stuff happened. People saw him away, but people had empathy towards him. It was more like a Jada's mistreating you. Sorry. And then when the slap thing happened, then you see him laugh at the joke. Then you see Jada look at him upset. Then you see him then reacting and then start and puff up. I feel like he's just got a stain.
Can I be honest with you? I'm not saying that it made me like him even more, yeah, but for me, it showed he's human. Do you
Like a
understand what
thug,
I mean?
don't
Like,
you? Like a thug, don't you? How can you say you
Girl,
like him more?
ask Brett. I'm broken.
Like a bad boy.
No, but it was like, it just showed me that he's very, very human. And obviously, everyone F's up in it. Everyone has flaws and stuff like that. Like, I didn't look at him and think, oh my gosh, like, you're cancelled or I can't like you anymore.
Do you know what's mad? I saw his humanness when I knew that Jada was out here sleeping with August. And I saw that as like he loves. Do you get what I mean? You know that how everyone doing the whole Will and Jada love, but it turned out to be something that we did not think it was. But even him like still standing by his wife,
This my woman.
that's where I saw the humanity in him.
I'm a stick
I didn't feel
beside
sorry
her.
for him.
Like, my girl,
he
I'ma
was
sit
being
beside
taken
her.
advantage of. They're on fuckeries. She messed up because she shit the bed and she brought their dirty laundry outside.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
like
what it
she's
was.
been running around.
'Cause he did say that on the red
chopping,
table.
chopping August, and he's
said,
been
yeah,
at
no
home
one knew
all
about mine,
disgruntled. He's doing his thing. That's the setup that they got. It's messed up because she aired their
And he
dirty
said
laundry.
that. On the red table, he said,
Yes, I'm
he
not
said
saying that.
no one knew about mine.
I'm
You
not
brought
saying
ours
that
out.
I'm feeling sorry for him. Like that's their situation. Like he's not at home feeling sorry for him. He's not mad that she's chopped in August. He's mad that you've embarrassed me and put this all out there.
Yeah.
They've been doing what they're doing, so I'm not feeling sorry for him like that.
So just something about the slap, man.
Yeah, it's the slap.
It's just a stain. It's very hard to come out.
So where are you guys ranking Samuel L. Jackson?
Can I be honest? I don't like him.
Oh, serious?
He just irritates me. No, you know what it was? It was when he started complaining about British actors and basically, like, I think it was after Daniel Kaluuya.
Oh, they're taking our jobs.
Basically, when Daniel Kaluuya did Get Out,
Yeah.
he had a whole spiel about like British actors come and take
Taking our
American
jobs.
It weren't
roles
Get Out
and
that made him
yeah.
go mad. It was
When did it Get Out?
nah, man. It was. I think the last straw was Fred Hampton. What's the
Yeah,
thing
Hampton.
called?
Oh,
Hampton.
the Black Panther one.
Yeah, I think that was the last straw for him. I think that's when he started getting involved.
Either way, it was
Well,
the same actor.
either way,
It was the same actor either way.
This is
Either
not
way,
it.
it was embarrassing.
How are things outside of his acting
Exactly.
Either way, it should not have happened.
it was
Yeah.
the same.
ruin it? How are things outside of his acting ruin it for you guys?
Who?
No, it's
Samuel.
Everybody.
He's underrated. I think it's because sometimes he seems a bit like of a caricature, whatever the word is. Sometimes, no matter what film he's in, yeah.
Kelly.
You never know. No matter what film he's in, yeah.
What energy you
see Samuel Jackson. He's got a couple of films, where I've watched him, and I've bought into the character, and I can see the character. But for the most part, when Samuel Jackson's on that screen, doesn't matter who he's doing, what he's doing. It's Samuel Jackson. It's not
Same as Denzel.
The character.
No, I've bought into Denzel roles. John Q. When I watch John Q, that ain't Denzel. That's the dad. I can't. That's what the dad and whatever the dad's name is. It's a broken man.
I still see Denzel.
I've seen John Q a few times, you know.
And do you see just
No,
Denzel?
I mean him. John Q's been in other films.
Oh.
That makes sense, to be fair. That makes sense. But I think Denzel gets a lot of the same type of roles. You know what I mean? So because of that,
And he always
John Q is
Oh my
everywhere.
gosh.
I don't know, but I've been watching Denzel from young when he's done the Great Debaters Club and all that. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? And what's the war one? What's
Glory.
Glory and all that. Like, so he's been. If you know for his career, he does different type of roles. Like you gotta know what he's talking about.
You know, I saw the other day that was
No, but he has
sad.
a lot of the movies though. He has
appreciate.
Equalizer, Training Day, a lot of them ones. A lot of them action movies where he's a cop.
Deja Vu.
Deja Vu. He has quite a nice little box of
Yeah,
those.
what Fences? Fences is like a screenplay. There's not even nothing in it. There's just talking. That's just all dialogue.
No, I'm not saying he hasn't got range, but I'm saying he has got a lot of action movies. Because my favorite Denzel movie is Antoine Fisher. I'm not sure if you guys seen Antoine Fisher.
I have.
That movie's
With,
dope.
yeah,
With,
it's a good film, man.
What's
Derek
his
Luke.
name? Derek Luke.
Yeah, that's my
it.
favorite Denzel Washington film.
That's a
of all
Navy
time.
kid, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, what's the one with? Is it He Got Game? No, not He Got Game.
The one
With the basketball.
Yeah,
basketball.
He Got Game. Yeah,
Is it He Got Game?
Yeah.
That's cold.
Yeah.
That's cold.
I think John Q's mine though. John Q had me in a emotional chokehold, man.
John Q was
just
sad.
Yeah.
There's a point in John Q where you're like,
No, it was such an emotional film. I just thought, wow,
Regina Hall's in that as well, isn't it? Ain't she his wife?
is she? I don't remember.
Let me double check. But Denzel as Malcolm X. Okay. Amazing performance.
my other categories are there. Actors,
Sports.
Okay,
Yes,
sports.
sports.
Ooh.
Sorry, mine is Regina Hall.
No one asked you. Yours is.
I know no one asked me.
I'm
so it's like, no one came around to me.
Uh-uh.
So mine's Regina Hall.
So,
sorry.
okay. King, isn't it?
King.
Yeah.
Yeah,
King.
Regina King.
I don't King baby me.
Sorry.
Sports.
Probably gonna have to break this up into football, boxing, NBA.
Okay, y'all.
Yeah, you lot are taking
Y'all
a
but
bit.
if- no, but
I only have one
obviously you
person.
can- okay, yeah, what's yours?
Serena Williams, sorry.
Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah, do you know why? Do you know with Serena, yeah?
What a black.
She's my fave because I feel like she's a prime example of be so good they can't ignore you. I feel like
Her discipline is.
do you get what I mean? Like even before I watched, and then when I watched the film, like
King Richard.
I thought, nah, I'm obsessed with you even more now. Like I love Serena Williams, everything she stands for. She's just she's my goat.
Yeah, mine's Zepho Serena.
As a black woman, yeah, she's my goat.
She's amazing.
Facts.
Yeah, mine will be Serena. In terms of the men,
Andy
whoever I'm
Cole.
attracted to me.
Bro,
Think of-
we're facts.
There's too many for men's sports.
No, exactly.
There's
Do you
not.
know
No, there's
Who's
not.
good looking?
There's not.
LeBron.
There is.
There's not.
LeBron is good looking.
It's like Muhammad
never
Ali.
really seen it.
No, I'm talking.
No, not Jordan. It can't be Jordan.
No,
Didn't
I
get
ain't
vote
talking
division.
about the general consensus greats. I'm talking about your own personal greats.
Oh, I mean, no, because it depends. If you're talking about like your personal, who you like to favorite to play the sport, I don't count. I think it means like as a black person and blackness and their greatness and their contribution. I don't think there's that many.
You're
that I
talking about
look
to
at.
sport. You're talking about to the wider.
To everything. Like someone like I would put someone like say like LeBron James up there. He's not even my favorite basketballer.
Yeah, of
But
course.
just for what he's done, how he carries himself, who he is, and there's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of black men in any sports that can live up to LeBron James.
Michael
so there's
Jordan?
no.
Yeah.
No.
If you're talking about who
No,
ticks,
I don't
who
know.
ticks
No, it's not
multiple,
the same. It's not the same.
Why is it not the same
Categories.
place?
Michael Jordan ain't used his platform. Michael Jordan ain't even don't speak on black people's stuff. He just wants to get his shoes and all that. He don't care. Like even though LeBron, I'm not saying LeBron's perfect and he can't do more or whatever, but he'll speak. He'll use his voice. But that Savannah, ain't never had a scandal in her life. This guy's been at the forefront of everything since he's been 17. He's done Sports Illustrated. He's supposed to be the best. Now they're calling him the GOAT. He's the front. He earned all this money. He's the best in his field. That woman ain't never gone through nothing. He's a perfect man. He's a
Publicly.
great example. That's all that matters. What do you mean publicly? That's what that matters. What are you going to start guessing about things that you don't know about? Why would you do that?
No, I'm going. Listen, hey. Like, you can chill down.
No, I'm just saying that mindset is not fair.
It's not about the mindset being fair. It's about I've seen stuff here and there. There's always been stuff online. Obviously, I don't know. I'm in the marriage. Yes.
No, LeBron ain't had no scandals.
There's one narrative about LeBron that he likes white women and that he sleeps with white women. That's the only narrative I've seen.
I haven't seen that as their receipts. Why would they say that? Because what's he doing? Paying them to be quiet? Savannah ain't been through nothing. I just let you don't know that now.
No, I know. Well, yeah.
You see when you're at the top of your field, yeah? Do you know how hard it is to be the best at what you do in the whole world, yeah? Do you know what kind of attention you get? And that's not to do with basketball. You could be a scientist.
Brother,
you see the number one scientist in the world. You know all these science bitches, do you know what they're trying to do to him? Trying to off pants.
Science bitches.
Yeah, I was going to just ignore that. Because I just thought.
I'm just saying.
No,
so
listen,
LeBron going through it.
You know me, I'm a LeBron fan. I'm with you all the way.
Up there. I don't know, sports.
I was so Yusuf as a bigger LeBron fan. I didn't know you were.
I'm not.
Like
I told you, I'm not a LeBron stan like that. But
after everything you just did, you've earned that.
If you're talking
Walking
about
your truth.
black people in sports and greatness and who they are, let's give LeBron his flowers
Yeah, you
for
definitely
what
gave
he's
him
done,
flowers.
for who he is. Let's do it.
Yeah, no, 100%. LeBron.
Where you putting Hamilton?
Lewis.
You know what? I don't really care about F1, so he doesn't. I don't think of him and think anything. To be fair, but he's done his thing and
He's cold. He's great. He's a great though. He's an actual legend.
He's
He's a great. He's a world all-time great.
Yeah.
He's done big things. Respect him still.
I respect him,
but I
don't care about F1.
It's
hard for me to feel that sense of attachment.
I don't notice no real impact or influence that he's had anywhere else apart from on the
People that do love that
on the track.
that sport absolutely speak highly of him though.
Yeah,
100%.
Like proper.
And he has come out though and spoke about certain issues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
I've
in this
seen
country, definitely. We've reported a few
That's
things
big in
about
this
him.
country, boy.
No, for England, I forgot England actors. We forgot Idris. Maybe we have to split up into England and Americas because you can't compete with them. But he might be our number one black actor, England, right?
England.
UK.
Idris
Is it
Elba.
Idris?
I think,
agree
yeah.
with that.
Yeah,
Than him, that's
who else?
black
We don't know.
in the
No.
UK.
Nobody else.
I don't think there is.
Unless we don't know that they're British. Do you
Yeah,
get me?
because there's a few American actors that I found that were British.
Yeah.
You know, what's his name? Delroy something. Delroy Leto. What's his name?
Who?
I'll find his name.
What's
But,
he in?
I'll find him. But
Even
I found that he was from Lewisham. He's an actor that I always looked upon as being
John Boyega as well.
But the thing
But
is,
I
wasn't-
don't feel like he's.
I was
old enough yet.
thinking,
Like he's still in it.
even what's his name, Damson. I'm like,
Delroy
you know what, I'm
Lindo.
not gonna put.
I didn't
You-
think about him. You know,
shit,
thingy
he's
from
English.
Has to
He's
Get Murder
English.
West.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's British.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Who? Let me see.
I didn't even know that.
The dad in This Christmas.
No way.
Yeah, he's English.
Oh my gosh.
He's a serious actor as well.
And
He's a
Or at
serious
least
what
American
about,
guy.
he was
what about
from-
Ashley Waters? You ain't bigging up Ashley Waters for the UK.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Acting-wise,
Yeah, but he's
obviously
not
he's
Idris
not
level
Hollywood.
though.
No, it's not. But it's
He's
not.
done-
It's
he's
not
done-
Hollywood. But
but he's
like
done
he's
well.
like
in
a
the
legend
UK
for us.
scene,
Like
yeah.
he does his thing.
No, he
He
does.
did well in that 50 Cent film as well.
Done dope in the
Example,
50 Cent
that is
thing,
my
and he
favourite
came
film, guys.
from music. He was part of So Solid and all that. So that all adds up to his legacy. We can't
Yeah, no,
we
he
can't
does,
knock
he
that
does.
at all. Ashley Waters
For
is
some reason, he is overlooked. I don't know why though, but he is overlooked. In terms of
our people
Yeah.
black things. Like Ashley's up
no,
there.
but I don't know why he's overlooked.
Jones,
though.
I think
think
he's very quiet.
because
He's very private.
he's done the most.
yeah.
I think
done
it's
the most.
that. I think it's because he
He's done the
doesn't
most.
sing.
He's
Like
done
he's not
good
in your
stuff. I've
face all
seen
the
them
time.
dramas on BBC. What was that one where he was the security guard, man? That one was cold.
He's done a lot.
He's
But
got-
for some reason, I don't know because he, like you said, he doesn't really talk
Yeah.
about himself.
But
But
Jones, I see him as a family man. Like I feel like he's like I go to
Yeah.
work and then outside of work, if I'm not on
If I'm
red
not on the
carpet or
screen,
whatever,
if I'm not on the
Yeah.
screen, don't bother me.
I'm in my
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Because he's never
Yeah.
anywhere.
this is Asher D, you know.
Yeah.
So solid.
Exactly.
It's
I
mad
love
to
that
think
guy.
about
Yeah.
it.
I think
You
it's
know what
very
I mean?
wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
You know what I mean?
But he was acting before he
Yeah, he was in
Yeah,
Grain
that's
Chill and all that when he was younger.
That's true.
He's done so much.
Yeah, big up Ashley
Big up
Waters.
him,
He
man.
needs his flowers.
100%.
What about activists?
sport yet? Can you?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
we
finished sport.
These are the girls don't want to do sport. You want to sit and make it the reaction. All right, go on then.
Yeah, because they had a whole topic of the day, yeah, with sports, you know.
Did you ask? Imagine did you ask Yusuf? Did you ask me? It's not your thing, you know.
Wow. Okay.
No.
Wait, Brett's on these. Okay. Sorry.
What's
Yusuf,
your-
who's
You
your-
got to read the room. Sorry, girls. I was trying to help.
All right, basketball. If I'm picking one from basketball, I'll say LeBron. Football's a bit hard. There's so many. Ian Wright. Obviously, I'm an Arsenal man, so Vieira's in
Yeah,
there.
that's cool.
I could pick Ian.
Henry's
Uncle,
in
the only one I
there.
know. The only one I know, child.
But in terms of what he's doing outside of football and how he's very close to community, and he shows a lot of love. Ian Wright, I put Ian Wright there, innit?
So what about Marcus Rashford?
Who?
Rashford.
Rashford, he's
He's a younger.
He's young.
He's too young.
He's feeding the kids.
He's too young. It's too young.
Ah.
It's too young.
In
Once,
terms of the community, you just said that in your words. In terms of community and what they're doing,
When
people,
another-
who's done more than Rashford?
when
Do you know what's
another-
kidding me? Do you know what's kidding
when
me? Because
Rashford needs
you
another
didn't pick
10
Rashford.
years. Exactly. You didn't.
That's what kidding me.
And that's
Arguing
Bro.
someone else's
and
case.
that's your guy as well.
Ridiculous.
No, give Rashford another 10 years, another 10, 20 years.
Yeah, I feel like with the younger people,
You gotta wait to see.
you
how
gotta
they-
wait. Yeah.
Who else there is in sports?
What other sports is there? You guys watch cricket?
Boxing.
Boxing.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali. But you know what's a bit about Muhammad Ali? That's more so about what people have told me, what I've watched. I didn't live through the Muhammad Ali era.
Okay.
So in terms of the boxer I lived through, can't say this person's name to be fair.
Anthony
because
Joshua?
he's-
Say it. Why?
No, Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson's not that type of... Mike Tyson's a legend.
Yeah, but
But
it's 'cause he's
obviously
very controversial.
he's had a lot of
He's had a
running.
lot.
You know what I mean?
Character, that man.
I just have
He's
to-
just misunderstood.
He's changed his life around, man.
Come
He has,
from
no,
a-
he has,
come from a troubled home.
he
What
has.
do you mean he changed life around? What's he now?
Good man.
He's acting now and dancing.
Obviously Floyd's there as well, but obviously that's to do with boxing and you know
I
business and
can't
making
stand
money.
that man.
So I'll just give it to Muhammad Ali.
He's such a...
I'll give it to Ali as well.
I think it's definitely
Lizard.
Muhammad Ali, man.
Yeah, like a
I
little
don't think
rascal.
No one's influenced the world.
I'll give it to
Like
Ali.
even just in other categories.
Yeah.
Like all like categories.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali is definitely.
Oh, and he's a brother.
Cassius Clay.
Yeah, he's a
That's
brother.
right.
Come on.
Should have led with
The
that.
nation. Literally.
Yeah, he didn't sit in the draft. Yeah, it has to be a sportsman, black man. I think Ali
Yeah.
will get top. I think he has to.
All right. Is that the only sports you guys watch?
Athletics. What about athletics?
Usain Bolt. That's
Yeah,
the next
Usain
gen.
Bolt,
Bolt,
but that's
yeah.
just for his
You're running.
Running.
his running.
You can't.
Oh,
If you're gonna
Mo
give
Farah.
athlete, you can't give it to none of them, man. There. What's my man? Not
What,
Owens. No. The original one, man. That run in
Oh, yeah,
in
Jesse
black and
Owens.
white. Jesse.
This one's yeah.
You gotta give it to
That's
Jesse if
a
you're
running
gonna do
black
it
and
with white track. Have to. Them man, they're running down black power in front of Hitler and that.
Yeah.
Why you not sick?
Yeah.
Like
For
it
real.
can't go. You can't. Man said Usain. Man can't be talking about Usain and man's doing black power. You never done no black power in front of Hitler. This is facts.
Yeah.
Right, Fred Hampton.
I'm thinking, what is that? Hey! Got a lot of vim today.
This is Margs' shit
You
today,
died on
boy.
every hill.
This is Margs featuring TDA.
Damn, honestly.
boy. You just your side.
Brent, what about you?
You know?
Henri,
Yep.
and that's it.
I
Henri.
like sports and that's it.
I was actually gonna say the real Ronaldo, innit?
Oh yeah, of
Oh,
course.
no.
Yeah.
He's just Brazilian. He's not really black.
He's not. He's like he's mixed race, isn't it?
No. I'm not saying I don't see him
Is
as
man what?
black. I just
He's
see
not a white Brazilian. He's not like Kaká, and he's not a black Brazilian like Fred.
He's
He's like
definitely
he
black.
must be mixed race. I think
He's
he's is he mixed race?
I didn't see his parents. I don't know.
He's not a black Brazilian. He's not like Fred and
Parents in
that.
his parents.
He's not
black.
He's not like Fred.
He's black.
He's not a black Brazilian.
Alright, cool.
How that? But I can say that you're not like Fred.
No, I'm not. But I'm light skinned.
So Ronaldo.
I think Ronaldo's light skin.
Yeah.
No, I think he's mixed.
I don't know. I ain't seen his parents. Like I said, I don't know if he's mixed.
Saying that just making me
Funny,
laugh.
you think I don't know the family tree, okay? I ain't met them.
No, but you're assuming he's mixed because he's light skinned. The same way I assumed you.
Can we
were
get a
mixed.
picture of
But
this guy,
you're mixed.
please?
He's definitely not
Yeah,
like
but you
black
can
and white.
assume I'm mixed. Huh?
He's
Yeah,
definitely
but you're not
black and
mixed
white.
though. That's
Is
what I'm
he?
saying.
Nah, he's
I just think
black
black Brazilians are like if both his parents were dark skinned black Brazilians,
Yeah.
then he would be
Like
dark
Pele.
skinned. Like, yeah.
No, but you're light skinned and you're fully black.
Yeah, both my parents ain't dark skinned like you. Like my dad's probably your colour, my mum's like my colour.
But what about her parents?
Her dad's jet black and her mum's
No,
No.
that's so anti-black. Man said jet black. Are you
No, what I'm
okay?
saying is, if you go down the
Jet
lineage,
black.
if you go down the lineage
wrong
of your
with that?
family,
It's
is
not
there any white in
okay.
there?
Wait, what's wrong with jet black?
It's okay.
Is there any white in there?
Where?
Exactly.
Well, there must be somewhere.
So you
But
think-
like none of my mum's parents and none of their parents are like.
So if Ronaldo's the same, and it just goes like quay back, and then he's black, isn't it?
Okay, fair play.
All right. Next question.
Music.
Music.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, number one, numero uno. There's no other discussion.
Okay, sorry.
And it don't matter if you're black or white.
I don't think it counts.
I bet it don't.
'Cause
I bet it don't.
No, but guys,
because
can we
his
just
skin
think
changed.
about it, yeah?
What?
Because his skin changed.
Michael
He
Jackson
changed his
literally
skin.
changed
Yeah, because
his race.
vitiligo.
And he
mad.
changed the world.
Because of
No,
vitiligo.
it's not.
It's
Because of vitiligo.
mad.
Like, in our lifetime.
You really believe the vitiligo thing?
Yeah, I really believe it's the truth. I really believe. truth. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Go on, speak on this. Sis.
Not sis.
No, but I just, it's just mad to me. Like when you
It
think
is,
about
yeah.
it, like this is beyond
It's
me.
beyond me.
You know what I mean? Like that.
I just can't. I can't because
Can't
how
what?
you guys were given, you were taking away awards from people doing stuff outside.
I
of
didn't say
their
Michael Jackson.
field.
Michael Jackson is
I
definitely
don't
not
I can't
mine.
give it to him. Sorry.
I didn't.
I believe what I believe.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
Michael
that
Jackson
stuff.
is definitely not
That
mine.
stuff. I thought you were talking about the.
No,
No.
not doing that.
What did you do?
No.
How did I know it was going to be something like
Was that it?
Piano
little
player,
piano.
player.
Okay,
Yeah, because he loved the piano.
He's just still on
Yeah, Michael Jackson is not mine.
Bob Marley.
Not mine either.
Not mine
No,
either.
not mine.
Fella.
Not mine either.
What's you guys then? You just said no to everybody.
See now I'm looking at this.
Wait,
shit.
wait,
I'm
wait.
not-
'Cause
are
this
you-
question, yeah. Sorry, this is not a question about the greatest. This is the question about my best,
yeah.
my personal best. Black. Okay, I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do a rapper.
Davido.
I'm gonna do Wiz.
Nah,
I'm
big
gonna
up-
do Wiz.
big up
Big up Wiz.
No, I'm going to do. Oh, that's another category. Okay, well, let me do rapper. My all-time like male rapper
I know
is
who
J.
mine
Cole.
is.
I love the heck out of J. Cole.
Can I be honest?
Singer is Chris Brown.
Okay. My favorite rapper is 50
Light-skinned
Cent.
niggas.
Sorry, this isn't because of talent or anything. Like,
50.
you
That's
see
a
me,
good
yeah.
That's a what
Growing
up,
up,
gangster.
50 Cent had me in a chokehold. Like, I've read his
This has still
book.
got you now.
He still has me now, to be honest with you. I'm a 50 Cent fan. I love that man.
You see what it is as well. He's someone that he's had a
Silent.
big impact on the culture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
What
he
he's
does.
done for himself, the transition he's made of his
Yeah.
life,
Even
and
with
that.
the
But now he's doing with the
Him
films.
in
and that.
filming, yeah, I just love it.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
50 is
sick.
50's my goat.
See, I would look at these
It's
people and
sick.
try and think of more, not like necessarily what my favorite is, but like just objectively looking and saying like, who is that? You get what I'm trying to say? Like,
Okay.
50 is a dope one, I think.
Yeah.
Whitney
changing
Houston,
mine.
singer,
I'm changing mine actually.
black woman, Whitney Houston.
I'm changing mine to Davido for real.
Is that? Are you being serious?
For real. Yeah, because when you talk about in terms of like impact and stuff, I think the impact Davido's made in the scene is overlooked all the time. Like he was the first one to collaborate with, before everyone knows I'm a piano and whatever, he was the first one to go over there. Like he works with like young artists, he mentors, he does so much. Mine is Davido, for sure.
See, that's receipts.
That's why I say he's the GOAT in Afrobeats, but you don't want to hear.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to think
mine's
about
Davido.
female music.
Female.
Yeah.
Mary J, maybe.
Not for me.
But I feel it's like impact. Obviously,
Mine would
we're
be
old
Whitney
enough.
Houston.
Yeah.
If it's
Whitney
if
Houston.
it's talking about impact.
Whitney Houston was
then
about.
maybe not.
Houston.
Whitney Houston was about. Was she 19 when she done that?
Yeah.
When she done that. When she done
Trying to
that
dance with
massive
somebody.
record deal. Yeah. Cooking. Then she went and they made her do the national anthem at the Super Bowl. You get me?
Legendary.
She was like, they was treating her like a little white girl, if that makes sense at the time. Like she was like a black girl pop star. Black people weren't. Remember, this ain't now. This is back in the day. Like black people weren't celebrated and kind of thing like that. Probably it was, but she was like the darling. Even though they will get onto her because she's not saying she's making black R&B music, and they're calling it pop music, but she's still a black person representing us, isn't it?
Do you know what also it is as well with her? Again, another example of be so good they can't ignore you. Nobody could ever deny Whitney's. Like,
Nope.
Impossible.
I don't think anyone can even. I can't
It's
put
not in a
anyone's
conversation.
voice on the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Impossible.
she's too much of a. She was always.
It's
It
too
was always
sick.
going to go that way because
Always.
there's no way, regardless of her race, there's no way you could ever take her talent away from her.
It's undeniable.
Yeah.
Andrew says
What'd you
Shabba.
put?
That's fact. Shabba ranks.
Mr. Lover
He's one of the greatest.
Shabba.
He's one of the greatest black men that ever walked this earth. That's big fact.
No, Shabba.
It's man
Shabba
crazy.
ranks,
In
you
the
know.
90s, it was crazy.
Shabba ranks. It don't get much bigger than Shabba.
Champion lover.
Aye, that
Yeah,
was wild.
nah.
You had to be there.
Yeah,
I'm
for real,
sorry,
for real, for
sorry
real.
kids. I don't want to sound like one of them old men, but you had to be there,
Too
man.
late.
Do you know who I put over Whitney for me personally? Diana Ross.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Diana's
Music-wise.
big business as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She got talented kids and everything
Yeah, for
in the genes.
Motown days, man. I love it. What else is there? What other?
Nas, you ain't gonna put Nas in there.
Yeah, but that goes without saying, isn't it?
Ooh, sorry, you ain't
Sorry.
say it.
All of those
Sorry.
things together, yeah. Would you put Jay-Z above Nas? So not just the rapping, the
Oh no,
talent.
hell no! I put Nas above Jay-Z.
In terms
Not
of
just the
business
talent, just
acumen, like
everything.
everything.
We've got to think about the legacy that he created.
You said like I hear y'all.
No,
Opportunities for others.
I said what I said.
himself,
You really are
the brand.
Owning and putting out a streaming service.
I was talking to
trying to pay
me
the
and- me
artists
and-
more
me
than the
and-
other
Me
ones.
and Les were having a conversation the other day
Yeah.
about this kind of topic in it, and Jay's done great in business, 100%. He's done a lot for the culture, but Jay's done a lot of snakery fuck shit, bruv. Like, if you really, you know what I mean?
We get down to it.
When you get down to it.
Yeah,
so
because even
I'm
that whole
putting
Tyga
Nas
thing,
above Jay-Z.
a lot of them dropped out. And they didn't drop out out of the goodness of their hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Nas can't be greater than Jay-Z. I mean, even the fact that he got to marry Beyonce, mate, that puts him above Nas. Proximity.
He's Beyonce's husband.
He's Beyonce's husband. That puts him above Nas.
If that's one of your parameters, then that's one of your parameters.
I mean, well, Khalees, Beyonce. It's chalk and cheese.
It is what
I
it
love
is.
the way you have. I love how offended you get when I try to shit about it.
Because he's just like, it's to you.
That's my guy, man.
But you lot rating Ice Cube.
Ice Cube is up
I
there.
like it for how he disciplines his kids and how how he's very he's a good father in that regard, and he doesn't like I love a good discipline, and I love when your kids don't turn out to be assholes because you're great. I love that.
No,
He's a good shot.
Ice Cube is a great shot. In terms of a rapper who pioneered rappers
Yeah,
going
but
into
his-
acting,
his
he, for me, is number one.
Yeah,
You get that, yeah. His,
Yeah.
Number
his
one.
contribution, yeah, to hip hop, yeah.
And to cinema.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
it's serious. Like,
Yeah.
NWA, he was doing most of the writing for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? That so he is pivotal in that, and that's a part of rap history. That's
100%.
So he's part of that, and then again, you're talking about movies, and it's not just acting. Then he's writing them. Like the man he's become from what he was.
Yeah.
That's a dope representation for black people as a black man. So he's a dope.
100%, man. Like I personally think I don't think there's ever been a more consistent run from a rapper in their first few albums than Ice Cube. You know, you get the Nas, you get Kendrick, you get. I don't think anyone mentions Jay-Z though.
Sorry.
Nah, who else is there? Who would say has got like a solid first 3-4 album run?
Kanye, what, from back day or you mean more current?
Yeah, from even from
DMX's first two. were
DMX,
cold.
Kanye, Ross, Nas, Jay, Biggie. Biggie, but obviously Biggie was cut short too.
Say Drake.
too.
Drake.
Yeah, we spoke about this the other day. Drake's first couple,
Yeah.
Drake's first few were cold as well. Let's have it right.
Yeah.
I think Ice
Biggie
Cube-
only
I
made
think
two,
Ice
but
Cube-
Biggie. I think both of Biggie's are cold.
Yeah,
Oh, they are
100%
classics. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
both of Biggie's are cold.
All right,
Wow.
authors.
This is where
Ooh,
I'm not really
mine
part of the
is
conversation.
This is where Mark's gonna lead the chat.
No, literally. Can I go to the toilet? Can I go to the
Langston
bathroom?
Hughes. Langston Hughes.
Yeah.
See what I done there? I just threw a name
I
out.
know you threw a name out there.
I just, bro, did I land?
You did.
Oh, come on. Langston Hughes, man.
Yeah, man.
What?
Shut up.
You're even continuing.
Calm down. No. He was like a game with that one.
Shut up. You're hilarious. Sorry, I'm still laughing at what you said earlier
What's that?
about wait, what did you say about the girls? What have they made it yet? Have they clocked it or are they still at the beginning?
Oh, yes.
I'm still dying. You are one funny man.
Thank you, baby.
Mine for me, a female author, would be Chimamanda, Nigerian author. Chimamanda Adichie. She's amazing. I've read a few of her books,
She's serious.
and she's serious business.
What, Maya
Never.
Angelou?
Maya Angelou. She's a big one.
I haven't read many of her works. You know?
I haven't read it, but just
I actually
But
enjoy
her as a
book reading.
person and her
I
impact
feel
that
like-
she's had in the community.
I feel like the way people talk about. I haven't done enough due diligence on her, but the way people talk about her and the light that she's seen in,
She's up there.
and the sound of the impact that she had, she's definitely seems like someone that should be.
reckon with.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose Octavia E. Butler.
Butler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you Google?
I hate you lot. I actually hate you. How can you cheat on a test like that? The heck?
No, can I just say, let me see what you did. This is you. Am I gonna say
Octavia E. Butler. Get out of here. Because you did that like you're a fraud.
Oh, man.
Ridiculous.
you're actually a fraud?
All right.
Oh, I can't say we don't read.
For real.
James Baldwin.
I know who that is.
Yeah. He's
Why
one
do I think that's another category? I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah, man. I think James Baldwin's up there. Obviously Toni Morrison and Maya Angelou. Yeah. There's lots of people, man.
Is she the
Oh,
colour
a book I have
purple?
read. Akala.
The Carla.
Carla.
Why you not laughing like that? He's an author.
Yeah.
He's a black man. It's a good book.
Well, that one, natives.
Natives, and I've read it from cover to cover. I think that's a good shout.
Okay, go on.
No?
Yeah, 100%.
At least I read that one.
All right, cool.
Give me one you read.
The autobiography of Malcolm X.
That's one of the best books.
Come on.
I'm not taking you so seriously.
There's facts.
No,
though.
I read it when I was younger.
That's great. I'm not taking you seriously.
I read it when I was younger.
Brent, we're not leaving you out.
Probably Tory or Kelechi.
Okay.
I knew you were going to say that.
Big up Tolly.
Panda, man.
Yeah. It's my bag, man.
All right,
He
cool.
said,
Is she? Who's the color purple? The color purple.
Whoopi Goldberg.
that's the film, babe.
No, there's a.
It's an actual
yeah,
book.
the writer.
I just
Oh
have
my
no
days.
words.
Hold on, I'm going
You said
to
who's
yeah,
in
please
Colour Purple?
No, I said
She
who
said
is.
who?
And
Alice
consider we're
Walker.
on the topic of authors.
Alice Walker.
Alice Walker. Okay. Sorry, it's too late. It's out there now.
What do you mean? You said who's in
Don't-
Colour
no,
Purple?
no,
I said
It's
who's
not me.
the color purple, and I gathered it was talking
'Cause we're
about
talking about
books,
authors,
talking
yeah.
about authors. It's okay.
Sitting it.
It's alright.
You sitting there.
Can't have it all.
I got big up some Nigerian authors as well.
Let's do it.
Well, there's Shoyinka.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I read his books when I was in school.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's a.
Chinua
Legend.
Achebe.
Is this in that-
Yes, I met Things Fall Apart. I remember that
in
from school.
Nigerian school. Or, no, I'm just asking.
No, really.
No,
this
these
was
are like
Nigerian
world.
school.
These are world.
Okay.
Oh. So
No,
yeah,
but I knew about them from Nigerian
yeah.
school. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but these are worldwide, like
Yeah.
elite level. They've won like Nobel Prize.
Oh,
stuff.
serious?
Yeah.
100%.
What's your thoughts on Gwendolyn Brooks?
Piss
No,
off.
you
Piss off. Right off. I'm sick of your shit.
get out,
I'm
man.
sick of your shit.
It's
He goes quiet. Yeah,
insubordination.
then he comes okay. So what do you think? No, man. You fucking for real.
Man. But yeah, man. All right, cool. I think this might be the last category. Yeah.
Oh, wait, before you go there, favorite black reality show stars for the girls.
Ooh, Nene. Nene Leakes is goated.
I'm not a fan of the.
Real Housewives.
Yeah, I'm not a part of that franchise, so I'm gonna pick. Alright, let me do Love and Hip Hop because that's a franchise that I've watched. From
Okay, I've watched it.
beginning to
Okay.
end. Who's my fave? I don't think I have a fave, you know. It depends on because some people are very dramatic. Like, do you know what I mean? You got Tommy Lee, who's just she's actually funny, but she's very toxic.
Very mad.
Erica Mena,
Yeah.
Yandy.
Do you know what?
I like. Do you know what?
Yandy's a business
I
babe
do
as
like
well.
Yandy because Yandy's very business minded. She's
Yeah.
very family orientated, and I feel like
She gets my nerves though.
she's a
She
bit
irritates
annoying.
me.
But in terms of like positivity and kind
Yeah.
of
I
like
remember she's gonna adopt that
impact-
kid as well.
Exactly, an impact within the community. I'll say
Yeah.
Yandy Smith.
That's how I was gonna say Nene, because Nene started off in Real Housewives, went on to do acting. She was on Glee for a few couple seasons, and like business wise, she has businesses. Yeah, man.
You know
Let's
what
go to
though? What's Shaq's Shawnee O'Neal?
Yes, Shawnee.
Because Shawnee owns that franchise.
But do you know what it is?
she's collecting
Because
coins.
yeah,
or
but because she's only on
Basketball Wives
she hasn't spread her wings. I feel like she really could have spread her wings across,
and done more stuff.
done more stuff.
Yeah, but
Who is
that
Mona
franchise is-
Scott? To be fair,
Yeah, Mona Scott Young.
because she's the reason why it all comes together. It all comes together.
Yeah.
And then men wise, nah, man, they white. Let's not talk about it.
Peter Guns.
I knew you were going to say Peter Gunn.
Peter Guns. I'm
Creep
sorry.
Squad.
Peter Guns is legendary. I'm so sorry,
Creep
but we need
Squad.
to give him his flowers in terms of toxic. I can never say the word, man.
Toxicity.
Toxicity, whatever that word is. Peter Guns.
Do you know who I would go
Do
for?
you know who
actually,
Peter Guns is?
Yeah, the rapper.
Do you know the drama of Amina
the chaos
All I know
and,
is got,
and
like, it's got
Tara?
bare kids, right?
Pelicans.
No, but the maddest thing is, he had his what? Was he married to Tara?
No, he was married to Amina.
He was married to Amina. So
Yeah.
he had his baby mum.
Okay.
They got 2 kids.
Yeah.
Then he had like a side chick.
Yep.
Called Amina.
Amina
She was
Butterfly.
from Black
She's
Bu-
Germany.
Butterfly,
She's German.
There was like a singing sister group, yeah.
Yeah.
He had her as his side thing. Then he married his side thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Then had a baby with her.
Yeah.
Whilst he was still with his main girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then they all got in they all lived in the same.
No,
block
but you know what's funny? He didn't tell them.
He didn't tell them.
So he didn't tell them they all live in the same
In the
building.
same building.
So basically, I remember the season starting so bad because the season starts here. You see him kiss someone. You're thinking it's Amina. It's Tara.
He's back
He's
to
like, all right,
Tara.
he's like, I'm going to work. I'll see you later. He turns the corner. He's like, Tamina, morning, baby. I said, no, you're mad.
Nah, literally, like those seasons of them, like that drama was heavy.
Do you know who I
man.
would pick though for reality? Even though he's a rapper in real life, but I would pick Papoose because I love the fact that he was on reality TV shows, but he never he still upheld what a black father should be, what a supporting husband should be.
Yeah, fair
what
enough.
he held such a good image.
Yeah,
That's true, actually.
yeah.
I love
facts.
that. So I would definitely do Papoose.
So with the Peter Guns thing though,
Yeah.
was he paying rent for both of these places?
I mean, I don't know his
No,
financials.
it turns out he was broke. So
But, yeah,
serious?
I know his financials, but Peter was
he wasn't
just,
paying that. He was being kept. He's a kept man.
Pete is just, you know what? He's legendary, you know, because I just used to think, and do you know what it was as
you
well?
know what?
Both women were not even the typical ratchet kind of. Do you know what I mean? They were very much to them.
They were very polished women.
polished women.
is it?
So I just used
So it was
to
very
think,
shocking.
Like,
Do
how
you know
are
what
you lot-
though? He went on marriage boot camp
I saw.
with Amina, and he's gone through so much in his life here that I get why it's not an excuse, but I get why he's the way he is. Like he's been abused and it was a proper man. It was very, very sad. I saw him in a different. I felt really bad for him when I watched that.
Fair enough.
But yeah,
Okay. So activism.
whatever you
Last
say. I'm
category.
joking.
I agree with Marks.
Activism.
Nat Turner.
Mm.
I didn't make that one up either.
Okay, because that was
She side-eyed you before you even looked up.
because he's looking down here. I'm like you.
No, I'm looking at the categories.
Okay.
What's that light skin one called? Angela Davis. I like her.
Yeah. Black Panther.
She's lit.
Yeah, she's lit.
Gina.
King
What Mark
T'Challa.
said.
Oh. Right. You don't even want to say Martin.
What
We've
about-
only said women. We haven't gone
Oh,
to
sorry,
men.
sorry. My mistake.
But men,
Do you want to go back to the
MLK.
bus? Who was on the bus? Was it Rosa?
Parks,
Rosa
yeah.
Parks.
Rosa Parks was on the bus.
So what did Harriet do? Help the slaves?
Yeah, Miss
Okay.
Tubman.
I read.
Legendary.
Did I hear something? There was another woman who was at the back of the bus first.
There was, but no one ain't bigging
But
her
for
up.
some reason,
There's a black
for some
woman.
reason they
You know
covered
that
up
story?
her.
There was a black woman that done the protest
Same thing before.
like the week before or 2 weeks
Yeah.
before, and got mashed up. No one ever. They just mash her up. No one ever said that.
Yeah.
No, know her name. then Rosa done it
She got
and got with
mashed up.
How
her.
do you say she
Yeah.
got mashed up? You're annoying.
I heard that. I heard that last week. I listened to a podcast.
Apparently
or
that's true,
something.
yeah.
Yeah,
I've
there
heard
was
that.
a woman who done it before Rosa
That's the
Parks.
pussy game up. I'm joking. I'm playing for you, not so to get your thongs in a bunch. That's the worst. I'd be pissed off. But anyway,
Religious figures.
yeah, I would say activists. I'm more aware of what he did. I studied in my uni and stuff like that. I would say Nelson Mandela.
Mandela.
He
True,
got here
actually.
first.
Mandela.
He
Yeah.
went for it.
Yeah.
He really went for it.
Yeah, that bird. He done a lot. That whole apartheid was massive. You get me? And apartheid was still going on when the world was like relatively normal.
Mm-hmm.
Like
not that long ago.
apartheid
Yeah, it
stopped
wasn't that
in
long ago.
96.
It's not that long ago.
96, I think they stopped apartheid or something like
Boy.
that. So
I mean, they're still doing it on the low.
yeah, but that's when like and the whole world had to stand up and say like,
Yeah.
you know, like this ain't allowed no more. Like this is like this ain't like we're still racist over here, but we let them in the shops and that. Like you are taking the proper piss. You get me? That fight that Mandela put on was
30
was
years,
a
you
big
know.
one.
Yeah, he did good.
I don't think I have that in me,
27
boy.
years.
What do you reckon he's number one?
30 years in prison is.
Not to me, but
Who's the
but
young man that?
What'd you say?
Who's the honourable?
I think it's tough, but I think
Okay, bro.
So-
I think it'll be
sport for
Malcolm. You know.
choice.
I think it might be Malcolm. Because obviously how he changed his life and obviously what he did for the nation and for black people worldwide, innit? Like obviously I'm preventing myself from going into it, but obviously yeah, I think Malcolm X. Yeah, it's tough though. Marcus Garvey. Yeah, Marcus Garvey. Very close actually. Yeah, but I think I might go for Malcolm. Yeah.
Brent?
I mean, probably somebody closer to me, because I've learnt about these men and women, but the connection is just through knowing
History.
about the men and women.
Yeah.
The closest person is probably my mother,
Okay.
Sick.
and then it bleeds from there into obscurity.
Mhm.
These activists that are reading the history books,
Mm.
I don't feel connected to them, other than they've done something 100%. But I would probably look closer to home.
Okay.
So like
That's so wholesome.
Dr. Umar and that then.
No, he said his mum.
Oh.
Don't get closer to him than that. What do you mean, Doctor? No, man. No, man.
Dr. Uma's almost done it with the school as well, you know.
Is
So,
he? That's
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Love that, man.
Okay, so once he
That
finishes the
one.
school, does that bump him up? Does he get into that?
No, he's already pumped up.
Does he get in the top
For what
20?
he's done. Top 20?
Does the school get him and put him in the top 20?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's about the messaging. Not really
There's a
so
lot
much
of
the
people,
school.
man. People
What
are
about the
making
messaging?
mentioning some good names in the chat as well.
And funny ass suits.
Like Huey Newton as well, 100%.
Oh yeah, big up Huey.
Yeah.
You know
obviously
Huey?
Marcus
Black Panther.
Garvey, Black Panther, yeah.
Went in jail wrongly for a long time.
The Celines as well, of course, like I mentioned the other day, Louverture as well. These guys were Haiti, basically.
Okay. People are actually
Yeah.
going to jail for what they believe in. That's so sick.
Patrice
The Panthers
Lumumba.
were actually
yes.
lit, you know. You know the Black
proper
Panthers
sick.
were
They were
actually
serious.
lit.
Yeah,
Like,
they
they
were
were
serious.
cold.
Mhm.
They were just onto them to dismantle that and to just vilify them. 'Cause they couldn't. Imagine they just left them to their own devices. By now,
We'll all be
they'd
Black
be a
Panthers.
big political party, innit?
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
So I suppose they had, not they had,
They had
to,
to,
but
no,
that's
they
probably in their best interest.
The powers that be had to break them down.
100%. Oh, yeah, someone mentioned Sankara, Thomas Sankara as well. One of the greatest.
Thomas.
He said, Tommy boy.
But you see, with
Sankara, man.
all these amazing
I
people.
said Sankara.
yeah,
Sakara.
all these people that people have mentioned, like from the 60s backwards, like to modern day time,
Yeah.
I would say highly influenced by Malcolm. So without
Okay.
Malcolm, you know what I'm saying?
You
This
did
is
the
why I
groundwork
put
for
Malcolm
them.
in that type of level.
He crawls so they can walk.
There you go.
What about
David's life.
Ifini Shakur?
You?
Ifini Shakur?
Tupac's mum.
Oh,
right?
you should go.
No, I'm not gonna lie, Yusuf.
Like, I just can't anymore.
I did think, huh?
Ifini Shakur, man.
No, I get it
She had
now.
Tupac in prison, you know.
She what?
She had Tupac in prison. She gave birth to him in prison, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you said she sent Tupac to prison.
Kevin's mentioned somebody in there as well. If you know, you know. Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad.
Okay.
No, I don't
All
know.
right, brothers.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me not scare the chat. But yeah, overall. All right, last question. Overall.
How can we do
So can I do one
Wiley.
more? Because you still banging
Say
on
Wiley.
about
Say
friends,
Wiley.
yeah?
Wiley's done a lot for black people, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he has.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm joking, by the way, but he has.
No, but he has.
he's up there.
Yeah, he has. He has.
Excuse me?
Great. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just swallowing my water.
Bet you were. What water?
When
When did you drink?
2 minutes ago. Okay.
No, you were going to say something.
Oh yeah, what's your guys' all-time favorite black movie?
This is a tough
I
one.
don't have one, man. There's too many.
Okay.
If I had to pick one, probably Coming
Just
to
one.
America.
Again?
Coming to America.
Mine might be Night Professor, you know. I know it sounds dumb, but
That used to scare me. You
I
know?
can literally script that film from beginning to end.
That's why I'm like, coming to America.
Exactly. Yeah, same. I can watch Coming to America with no on mute.
Yeah, literally, I just know, yeah.
Mine would be probably, I have to give it to the whole series, the Friday series.
Do you know what film traumatized me as a kid, though? Don't Be a Menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. I was too young to watch
How
that,
can
man.
that
It's a
traumatize you?
long ass name.
You know what it is?
What?
Remember, I'm
what?
young,
What?
yeah?
The
first-
spoof or the original one?
No, the spoof.
That's
I wasn't
not the
traumatized.
original. She said, "Why drinking juice in the hood?" That's
Yeah.
I know.
Don't be
No,
amazed,
I'm
that's what
perplexed why that traumatized her. So I'm like, are you sure you're talking about?
No, let me tell you why, yeah. Imagine I'm bare young. I'm like 8,
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my brothers are watching it. So obviously I want to watch it. And I'm just seeing the first scene at the party. When they're panning and then you see the people having sex and they're standing up at the party. I'm an 8-year-old. I'm thinking,
Yeah, actually, your brain is not computing
like,
what that is.
literally, I just, oh my God. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember that
I get
being
you.
like a moment where I thought,
Oh my gosh.
Like, am I allowed to be watching this?
Oh, that's so cute.
Do you know what I mean?
Hey.
I feel
But
you.
yeah.
What were you gonna say?
But another film.
No, I was just saying overall. Like one person, if you could use one person.
Of everybody we've spoken
Yeah.
about. Oh, that's hard.
Dead or alive.
I'm going to give you 2. And I'm only going to give them because I feel like they're the most impactful to me. I'm going to say Viola and Serena.
Nice.
I'm gonna say Kevin Hart and Regina Hall. I just want life to be easy. I just want to laugh.
Overall, I would
No, take it back. Sorry, I said Regina Hall and Davido.
You know, I thought that he had the album.
I
coming
thought
out.
so
You
as
see
well.
it? That fake
It's
track
fake.
list song put out. I almost put it in rotation.
No.
I've done my research. I thought this is fake.
This is
Apparently,
fake.
Wiz isn't cancelled, by the way. We spoke about this, innit? How his concert in Tottenham apparently.
Yeah, but
was
they have to
cancelled.
apply for a new license because they gave it to Beyonce now.
Don't worry, I'll get the tea today.
Thank you.
I don't know. Out of all the names that we said today, I'm leaning towards maybe like a Mandela or something. Maybe Mandela.
Is this list based on activism or just your personal favorites?
It's just overall. I don't know what I'm picking on that. I've just everything that all the categories, everything, all the names that we do is. I'm just trying to think what would be the most important. I'll probably lean towards.
Yeah, that's true. How did we not talk about the weigh-ins?
Oh yeah, they're sick actually.
Flipping
The whole
talented
family.
They are,
They're
yeah.
Super talented.
They are, but sometimes I feel like, you know, when some things are just not funny or like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're definitely talented, but I feel like they're not in my favourites because sometimes I just think, oh, this ain't funny anymore.
No, they get overlooked. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that ain't funny, but they do so much.
That is funny.
They do,
and
they
over
do.
the years, there's so much dope, amazing things that they're either in or got their hands in,
Yeah,
that got
that's-
involved
yeah.
in. That it's
That's
more. It's
overlooked.
even though there's a lot of trash in it sometimes, I get what you're saying. There's definitely more good than bad.
Yeah.
They get
Yeah.
overlooked. They're legends.
They're
Like,
legends.
all of them.
Personally,
All of them.
I feel like they could have done a lot more than they've done. Like if you look at personally for me, I feel like they've done great, especially when you look at In Living Color, which was the origin of their story. But I feel like they could have done way more. I mean,
I feel you.
Yeah.
I love them.
Who's that going? I think said Mandela. Do I have to pick a woman?
No, it's just one person. It's just a people pick.
Okay.
You?
I'll pick Nas and Michael Jackson as my personal favorites.
Right.
Amen.
Malcolm is, isn't it?
Yeah, Malcolm, Marcus Garvey, Frederick Douglass. Those two.
Brent.
As well.
Regina King.
Period.
I like Angela Davis though. I like going back and watching Angela Davis stuff, like seeing her talk and stuff. Like she was a bad girl,
Serious.
like a serious woman, like cold, like dope. You get me? She's definitely up there for me. That's like just a personal favorite. I think I like Angela Davis.
All right. Well, that's it for topic of the day.
Thank you very much. That was very wholesome. Well done, Marks.
No problem, man.
Let's get into our next headlines.
Okay, so Ousmane Sonko, a Senegalese politician who came third in the country's last presidential election, has made his way to court where he faces a defamation trial. His convoy was flocked by crowds of supporters Thursday morning, and police officers formed barricades to keep the crowds back. Sonko is being sued by Tourism Minister Meme Mbaye Niang for defamation, insult, and forgery. He also faces separate charges of rape and making death threats. Sonko has denied the charges and accused authorities of trying to silence him and his party with arbitrary. On Wednesday, police fired tear gas at legislators seeking to reach him in his Dakar home amid growing political tensions. Member of Parliament Guy Marius Sanga and several other MPs who had come to support Sonko were affected. Journalists attempting to interview the MPs were also fired at with tear gas. Sagna was hit in the right thigh, and images published later on social networks showed him lying in a medical clinic, speaking to cameras after receiving medical treatment. Sonko's confinement comes amid growing tensions a year ahead of Senegal's presidential election, raising fears of violence in a state reputed for stability. The prefect of Dakar, Mortala Tine, also banned a pro-Sonko demonstration planned for Wednesday afternoon. He cited real threats to public order and a construction site on the chosen route. The opposition has called for nationwide demonstrations to condemn what it calls manipulation of the justice system and arbitrary arrests. Next headline is, this is, back in the UK. And basically the government has offered health workers, including nurses, paramedics, physiotherapists, porters and cleaners, a one-off payment worth 6% of their salary for this financial year. ITV News had earlier reported that an offer had been made, which will include an above-inflation pay increase for 2023-2024, worth 5%. A government spokesperson said that the unions, which had planned strike action, will now consult their members in consultations that will be held over the coming weeks. Unions set to present the offer to their members include the Royal College of Nursing, RCN, Unison, GMB, Chartered Society of Physiotherapy, Unite, and British Dietetic Association, the BDA. Planned strike action will continue to be suspended while members are consulted. Ambulance members of Unison and Unite are due to strike next Monday, and physiotherapists were going to walk out later this month, but the action has been called off. A spokesperson said that the government and the NHS Council, which brings together NHS employers and unions representing the agenda for a change workforce, have completed negotiations and reached a final offer. This includes additional pay for the year 2022 and 23, and a pay settlement for 2023-24. Both sides believe it represents a fair and reasonable settlement that acknowledges the dedication of NHS staff while acknowledging the wider economic pressures currently facing the UK. Speaking to broadcasters, Health Secretary Steve Barclay said he welcomed the settlement agreed with health unions. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said the deal is affordable for the taxpayer and continues to deliver on my promise to halve inflation. Next headline here, and this is a trigger warning, and this is about a Saudi trans woman by the name of Eden Knight, who's taken her life after being forced to detransition. Yeah, man. So a trans woman said that she took her own life. A trans woman said that she took her own life after being pressured into returning to our answer.
She alive? No, that's the thing. I don't. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I think basically what she's done, she's scheduled a post on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh.
Right. So basically, she said she took her own life after being pressured into returning to Saudi Arabia, where she was forced to detransition. Eden Knight scheduled a post on Twitter saying, "If you're reading this, I've already killed myself." A separate post from an account apparently belonging to her family seemed to confirm her death, referring to a young man with the same legal name as Knight. The 23-year-old had been living in the US, but said her parents had hired fixers to coerce her into returning to Saudi Arabia, where she was then denied her hormone medication. The gender expression of trans people is criminalized in Saudi Arabia, and according to Human Dignity Trust, trans people may also face prosecution for failing to adhere to strict dress codes imposed by Sharia law. In a post to her 22,000 Twitter followers, Knight recounted efforts by fixers she says were sent to the US by her parents. She described being pampered before becoming isolated by their efforts, including taking her to therapists, hiding her feminine clothes, and telling her she looked like a man. After realizing she was dependent on the fixers, Knight said that she returned to Saudi Arabia, where her family's efforts to detransition her continued, with access to her hormone treatment denied. In her final message, Knight posted, I wanted to be a leader for people like me, but that wasn't written to happen. I hope the world gets better for us. I hope our people get old. I hope we get to see our kids grow up to fight for us. I hope for trans rights worldwide. The hashtag Justice for Eden is being used across Twitter to remember her, while friends and followers have paid tribute tonight.
It's actually very sad.
Yeah, man. Also, there's a helpline as well for people who are, going through this type of suffering. And pretty much the LGBT plus helpline switchboard can provide information, support, and referral services. Their phone line is open every day from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And the number is 0800 0119 100. 0800 0119 100. And that's it for the headlines.
Thank you. Let's get into Word on Road. All right, so I thought this was so cute. So obviously Chloë Bailey's album is coming out soon, which Mr. Rotation will kindly be listening to. But basically she explained this. So she released her album cover yesterday, and it's basically a picture. Where's my stuff? Sorry, 1 second. So she released her album cover yesterday and kind of gave an explanation as to what the album's about. Yeah. And I just thought it was so wholesome, and it's called In Pieces. So obviously with Chloe, she was in a duo with Halle, her sister, Chloe and Halle. Yeah. And obviously they're Beyonce is their mentor and stuff. So from when they came out, there were just these two girls before. They were twins and whatever, and they had this whole clean image, whatever. And then we saw her kind of start a solo career. And then, the whole scandal about, she's dressing like this, she's doing this and whatever. So I thought it was very wholesome what the album is about, because it just shows how when people are criticizing someone and talking about them, you don't know what they're dealing with behind closed doors kind of thing. So the album's going to be called In Pieces. And basically she said, I saw a photo of a porcelain doll 3 years ago, holding her heart just like this. And from then, I said this will be my album cover. That same day, I also wrote Heart on my sleeve. The beginning of a scary and exciting journey for me. This cover represents so much for me, down to the color of my hair. When I had the red hair a year and a half ago, it was one of the darkest times in my life. That's why I never wore it again. It reminded me too much of the pain that I was going through in that moment, and I didn't want any reminders. But now, after healing, doing self-work, and shedding the skin of false perfection, I find the beauty in my pain. I find the beauty in my flaws, and how in actuality, that's what makes me perfect. I find beauty in all of the cracks that show people I've been broken down before, because I've gotten up every time. I wear my heart as an armor. In pieces is for the ones who behind closed doors are breaking and don't know how much more they can take. In pieces is for the ones who hold the people up around them while barely holding themselves up. In pieces is for the people who thought they could trust, but still that doesn't change their hearts and how they love. In pieces is for the ones like me who wear the outer shell so well that you'd have no idea what they're going through. I hope this project brings healing to those who listen, as it's completely therapeutic for me, and I can't wait to share my heart with you, literally. Most beautiful thing I ever read. Well, not the most beautiful, but yesterday was. So I just thought that was really, really wholesome and really, really nice. And hopefully people who still criticize her for, you know, I guess being how she is now and being more outspoken and dressing how she dresses and whatever, will be cautious, because you just never know. That being said, someone who isn't being cautious, Tyga. Tyga's out here stealing people's girlfriends. And it's a funny thing.
Whose girlfriend is he still now?
Not even, so I could say girlfriend, fiancée.
Oh, well, damn.
Yeah, so basically he's with Avril Lavigne. Levine? Levine. Yeah, Levine.
She was a skater boy.
So basically they're together, right? And she was engaged. When was she engaged? Hold on. She was engaged last year, June, I believe. Sorry, why's my thing not showing up properly? Yeah, April. So April last year, she was engaged to a guy called Mod Sun. He's an artist. And and then now she's with Tyga. But her ex-fiance is hurting real bad.
Really?
So basically, like real bad. So at his concert, his fans were chanting "fuck Tyga."
Oh dear.
And then he went on Instagram and he said, "In 1 week, my entire life completely changed. I just know there's a plan for it all. Being surrounded by love every night on tour has been an absolute blessing. I have the best friends in the entire world. Thanks for always having my back. See you on stage." I think it's cute and sad. But yeah, Tyga's just doing what Tyga's doing. I haven't heard about Tyga in ages.
Neither have I, to be fair.
He's been on OnlyFans, doing his thing on OnlyFans. Apparently he's making a lot of money on there.
What is he doing now?
Shakes his dick.
What was it?
Do
Do you know what's really sad, yeah?
Shakes his dick.
There's
He's
one guy on
fucking on
TikTok. Huh?
He's fucking on there now.
There's one guy on TikTok, yeah, that like I have a crush on.
Yeah.
And like he's American, I have a massive crush on him, yeah. So I like follow him on TikTok. And me and my cousin always send each other like his stuff. And she sent me his Twitter and I just was just like,
Ick.
oh, this nigga a fat.
Do you know what mine
man.
is? Yeah.
He actually, he literally is like an OnlyFans boy. Like, and obviously when you go on his Twitter, there's videos of previews of him on OnlyFans. I just thought, oh, for fuck's sake, I can't fancy you anymore.
Do you know what mine?
So
do you know what mine
What's
is?
he doing on phone? Like, chopping things and that?
No, he's just masturbating.
Oh wow.
Like, while smoking weed.
Oh honey.
Like it's a lot.
What, is that solo stuff?
Yeah, like he's literally sitting there.
I was saying that to
smoking-
someone the other day, yeah. The OnlyFans, man, like the ones that are trying to get on and they ain't got no things and just doing they're down.
But you know what's
They're
let me
worst.
tell you what's nuts
Like,
about
you
him,
know, like,
yeah?
They are
that
down
is
the worst.
wild. Because girls can do solo stuff. You can, like, I could go and see her playing by herself. And it's women, innit? Like, you get me?
But the thing
a
is,
brother just sitting there, Lucy just buying weed, just knocking it out.
yeah, literally. And,
Six
but
likes.
the thing is, the girls and
You know, like,
That's wild.
6 likes and that. And it's like, what the
No, that's
fuck?
wild.
no,
today.
but
That is wild.
Georgette, the girls, he's good looking. Like he's Why are you doing this? It's annoying me because he doesn't need to do
You
this.
just call
but-
her Georgette.
She did.
Yeah, she
Sorry,
did, but
do,
that's fine.
do you know why? Do you know? Because me and her were talking.
I looked at
sorry,
you, I
yeah,
thought, are you going to acknowledge it?
no,
No,
that's her
do you know
cousin
what?
anyway.
It's
It's
fine.
fine.
Yeah, I love George. I just thought, yeah.
Calls you.
Sorry, but it's because me and Georgette were talking about him.
Okay.
If that makes sense, because
That's
I
so
just
sad.
literally was like, Georgette, I need to unfollow him now. This is really
Yeah,
upsetting me.
that's so icky.
It's proper. It's so sad, and
What
he's
did
such
she
a
say?
he's a fine
So she
specimen
be
as
watching
well.
the Twitter things, yeah?
I just saw. You know what it was. You know what I wanted his thing.
No, you're not gonna do.
I'm trying to
No,
ascertain, you get me?
I'm gonna re-ascertain.
But she ain't corrected.
She
I
didn't
wasn't
hear what you
listening to
said.
you. I was having a conversation.
I heard, and I'm gonna address it.
Yeah, what
She was as disgusted as Gina was.
No, but
Absolutely.
what did Georgette see initially to forward you his media?
She didn't forward me his media. My
She was
cousin
te-
sent me
yeah.
his media.
Oh.
She said she
But I'm
was
saying
talking
I was
about
talking to
it
Georgette
to
about
Georgette.
him, saying how livid I am.
So what did your cousin see initially?
What do you mean? What did she say?
She forwarded you his stuff, right?
Yeah, because me and her always send his TikToks, and his TikToks is just him talking. Like,
Oh, so it's the TikTok and the
It's different to
Twitter.
Twitter.
It's different
So she
content.
was
You can't
just
do that
like-
stuff on TikTok.
Okay,
no,
okay.
so she was just like,
She definitely
go.
can't.
She was like, go to your TikTok.
Oh, okay.
I mean, go to Twitter.
Yeah.
I sent you his page. So when I saw it, I said, girl. She goes, girl, he a hoe.
That's he's worse than
And
a
I was
hoe.
like, no.
He's worse
And
than a hoe.
again, with me, I didn't
A
realize.
hoe I could take.
I didn't realize.
No,
I
what?
didn't realize. Like obviously on Twitter, like you're allowed nudity and
porn
like
and stuff,
porn
yeah,
and
you
stuff.
are.
Like I had no idea in it. So I'm just flicking through, and I just was like,
And this is what you do.
But you know what's nuts as well, yeah? Years. Did I talk about this on Minutes After 7? About the guy that I knew from Ends who had OnlyFans.
I think so.
Yeah, it was. I just thought, wow, cost of living. It was during
Yeah,
COVID
do you
as
know
well.
what's mad? I don't like when I think when I think a guy is, I'm attracted to a guy, right? And then I find his TikTok. That's what I don't like. But I can't imagine to find.
No, I was Georgette. I keep sorry.
Sorry.
Is doing stuff on is that
Esther.
is that a part of your ick list?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. For
man.
me, it is.
Does it
If
depend
you're
on
on
what type
TikTok-
of type
What,
of
wanking
content?
on camera? I think that might be on a lot of people's
No,
English.
that
No, not that.
No,
man.
talking about my
I mean,
TikToks.
I mean, being on
Oh,
TikTok.
sorry.
Oh no, like if you're on TikTok, do you know what it is? I can't.
depends what you're doing on
I
there.
can't do a dancing man.
Okay.
I can't do a dancing man or African accent comedy man.
Yeah.
Or acting stupid and doing foolishness comedy man.
And it's sad because I'm all
vomit.
those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can only do
I'm
one
a
in this relationship.
I'm a dancing
Hypocrite, right?
person. I'm such a hypocrite.
I don't
You're
think
like
it's- I
a
don't
proper
think it's
TikToker,
hypocrite,
innit?
though.
Like,
I'm not proper, but
you
like.
are. You're a proper TikToker. You do all the foolishness, the voiceovers.
Thank
What's
you.
the- what's the foolishness?
Well, damn, okay.
No, you're like a proper TikToker.
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
But
I
you
mean,
know what
The
it's-
reason why I say I'm not a TikToker is because when I look at TikTokers, their level of consistency is nowhere
mad.
near mine. Like I post on Instagram a lot more than I post on TikTok, and whatever I post on
Okay.
Instagram is
We
what I put
post
on
on
TikTok.
TikTok,
I
yeah,
post
yeah.
mainly for Insta, whereas with TikTok, you don't even have to be as polished. Like you can post like 5 times a day. Like, do you know what I mean? I post on TikTok like probably once every 2-3 days. Like I'm not that
I
consistent,
get what you mean.
and I don't keep. And there's too many trends on TikTok to keep up with. It's too intense for me.
It is a
So
lot.
I just, do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't call myself a TikToker, but I
That's what
hear
you mean.
it. I
how many
do.
followers you got on
I'm
there?
like 75k, but I'm definitely up with the foolishness.
So
So
up with the foolishness.
I'm stupid. I know.
I'm here.
It's fine.
Yeah, man, I don't like when I find a guy's TikTok. I'm just like, oh man, you're better than this. You don't need to do this.
Some I don't mind. Some I don't mind. Like if a guy, I'm not icked out by like my sister. She's Gen Z, innit? So she, you know them lot. They're icked out by. She's
they're
icked out by
you breathing.
She is icked out by a guy crossing the road and like jogging. So you know, like if there's cars coming,
Like,
you
why are
might,
you
like,
running there? Why are you doing that?
That's what she said. I don't get it. I said, so do you want him to get
Yeah,
run
man.
over?
No, but
But
like,
she gets icked out by like the little hop that
confidence.
someone might do.
Girls
don't
are
do a little
ridiculous, man.
chop chop.
No,
like,
literally, she gets really icked out by it. And I'm
That's so
like, you
childish.
just tell him not to breathe because I don't understand what your issue is.
go on, bro, you're dying for it.
I saw a tweet yesterday that said, men should only laugh once a day.
No, see? No.
It was a guy that tweeted that though. It was
Huh?
a guy.
It was the guy that tweeted it.
It was a guy because he was like, as a man,
Yeah,
why
yeah,
are you
yeah,
laughing
as a man.
twice a day?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you should be doing your man, like you should be doing this and
Nah,
using your time productively.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm here for people being creative. There's there's some TikTok accounts that I follow that I think, no, you're actually. Do you follow Joey, the Ghanaian guy? Joey.
Oh, Joey,
Joey-
yes, he did. What did he do
The
yesterday?
Samson and Delilah one. Have you
Yes.
seen- Spun me.
He was like, if Samson was born in
Samson
this
was born
age,
in
yeah.
age.
Okay,
It was
excellent.
the
The
funniest
TikTok
thing.
is jokes.
He's got like a boomerang
Like,
of him in the
he's-
gym. That Samson
Like,
in the gym.
Samson in, like, talking about
And then
his-
he does-
Delilah, is that you? When he
Oh.
comes
Yeah,
to
but you know
hair.
like when you did the anonymous questions.
Yeah.
And then someone's like,
Yeah.
oh, where'd you get your strength from? And he's like, Delilah, is that you?
Like, it's just, nah, you need to watch it because it's so.
It's funny.
I mean, I guess initially.
But you know, Samantha,
need
I
to know
couldn't-
about
Yeah.
Samson and Delilah though.
I couldn't date a guy
get
like
it.
that.
Huh?
I couldn't do that.
You couldn't date a guy like that?
No.
He's too much.
I really like quiet men. I like men who are just relaxed and chilled.
Really?
Not trying
to
to
be
be
fair,
funny.
do you know why I get it? Because
Making funny money.
I feel like I'm the opposite. So at least one of us has to be
Funny
grounded
money.
and like.
Yeah. Because I don't.
We
I
both
don't.
can't
Do you know
be-
what it is as well? It scares me. I don't want my life to be content. I don't want you doing pranks on TikTok for content. I don't want to walk
Oh,
into my
yeah, fair
house
enough.
and my heart is beating. Is there
there a camera?
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to have genuine moments with you, and it turns and then now it's on TikTok and
No, but I feel like it depends though, because not everyone. Like, there's certain people that you probably wouldn't even know are in relationships, and they manage to keep it separate. I think it depends on the person. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't want to be on my For You page and
what's
see
in your
you
man's
doing
content?
Silly. I just don't like silliness. I like mature men.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so easily amused. Yeah, if you're not funny, like,
But you're funny though. You're just not showcasing your funny to the world.
okay, fair enough.
Do you mean you're just funny in your circles, but you're not using your funny to try and get. I think I just don't like men who are just social media focused and like that is their life. I can't do it. 'Cause I'm not like that, so you can't be like that's just.
I don't know. I've never
a
I've
match.
never dabbled in that realm, so I don't know.
Yeah, neither racist. I don't like it.
I don't know, but I don't think I'm like completely opposed to it. But one thing I know that is the defo no for me is the dancers. Get somebody else to do it.
I don't even like when guys dance at parties. Anyway, wait.
Oh no, I don't mind that. I'm gonna be your biggest cheerleader.
Now,
I'm
one time
gonna
I
dance
called you
with
rejected, I was like, he was just dancing. And she was
Like a
like,
dancing
yes, it was a
man.
party. And I was like, yeah, why is he doing that?
No, I don't mind that. I'll even
Yeah.
dance with you. I'll spray you.
But you know what it is? I think, anyway, when I like you, anything can run. But whatever.
See? There you go.
So yeah, there was always like a caveat to these things. Right, so my third word on road today is absolutely finished me. So you know the whole Jussie Smollet thing and how he basically faked his attack and whatever. And there was 2 Nigerian brothers. So basically, any context for anyone who doesn't know, Jussie, I keep wanting to say how, what's his name?
Smoothie.
Yeah, that's it. But how Dave Chappelle said it. But yeah, Jussie Smollet, basically, he's actually Hollywood royalty, you know. His family is like known in Hollywood and whatever.
Really?
Yeah, that's what makes him even more embarrassing.
So he's down bad.
Very damn bad. So basically, he was one of the lead actors in Empire, and he was doing really well on that. Very, very good actor. So basically, in 2019, sorry, he basically claimed he was in Chicago, and he claimed that he was attacked. He was attacked for his sexuality, and it was a racist and homophobic attack. Because he said it was racist because the people were saying this is a MAGA country and you need to, blah, 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 blah. And then it was homophobic because they basically called him like an F word and all that kind of stuff. Turns out, anyway, and they had like a whole thing around his neck. They poured bleach and whatever. And they said, that Empire F, whatever. There's a whole thing. Turns out, anyway, that it was all made up. And there was these 2 Nigerian brothers. When the police did the whole investigations, he was relying on the fact that Chicago's crimes are out of the world, and basically he
So
didn't
no one's gonna
expect
pay
them
attention.
They wouldn't pay attention. But the thing is, he basically went viral. He had everybody standing in support of him. Even Trump was like, we can't have this.
I remember.
It was a whole thing. Turns out, anyway, he made all of that up, and he hired these 2 Nigerian brothers who were, I think, they were like personal trainers or something like that. And he actually knew them, had a relationship with them, and he basically paid them $3,500 to carry out this attack. But basically, they've now sat down. So Fox has got a docuseries on Jussie's escapades. It's a 5-part docuseries, right? And one of them has come out where the brothers are featured in it. And so they basically showed the attack. They showed that the planning, what went into the planning and all that kind of stuff.
Can I ask, what was the reason?
They basically
Cardi
said that
B
he
voice.
wanted to be like
Tupac. Was it the Tupac of
I'm the gay Tupac.
That's it.
Drop mic he did on stage. He actually dropped mic. But yeah, he wanted to be like a activist. He wanted to be the face of the rights, basically. But basically, I've got the video, yeah, and I'm going to ask Ben to play the video.
Please,
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. But yeah.
Like a script that he was directing, and the brothers take us back to the scene.
This is where we
Not sure it's
waited
fucking class
for
videos,
Jussie to come before we attacked them. So we got here with 10 minutes to spare, and we had to plan our
these
escape
are
route
not shy as
to
well.
survey the
Black
land.
buyer.
His building is actually right here, right above the stairs
What, these
that
man that
we're
got him?
going to
Yeah,
attack him
he's
at.
his friends.
We made sure we got there at 2 a.m. sharp.
On the dot.
On the dot.
On the dot.
He had no phones because he did not want us to bring any phones. He said, so we don't lose them. I don't know if that's really the reason, but you can deduce your own reason. So 2 a.m., he was nowhere to be found. He was not there. So we were like, damn, what do we do? We didn't have no way of contacting him. He had no way of contacting us. So we waited here for about, what, 4 minutes?
It was about 4 minutes,
4 minutes.
But it felt like forever.
Because it was cold as balls.
No,
so I
the way
saw him out the corner of my
noisy.
eye, and I was like, okay, that's him. Let's go. Gotta go
Please,
get
they
this
act it out. It's
empire.
killing me. Look how they're walking, please.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. Is that him?
That's that neck.
Is that him?
Yeah, that neck.
Oh, he's moving fast. Come on.
No,
let's
they
get him.
actually should be
Get
shy
that
because I'm shy for
Get
them.
him.
I'm so shy
As
for
we
them.
crossed the street, we said hey to get his attention.
Hey, Nick.
Hey! He turned around, looked at us, and that's when we started yelling the famous slurs he wanted us to yell. Hey!
Aren't you that Empire?
Hey, Empire fat Nick! It's MAGA country!
Yeah.
And then he said, what did you say to me? And then that's when I threw the first punch at him. I held the blow
Is he
because I
shadow
didn't want to
boxing?
hurt him,
Yeah.
of course.
Please,
So
please keep
I made
watching
it
it.
look real, but I held it. Then we started tussling, moving around, and then I threw him to the ground. He wanted it to look
They
like
wanna
he
roll.
fought back.
They wanna-
This is
that
his
was
weapon.
very important for him because he said, hey, don't just beat my ass, make it look like I'm fighting back and whatnot. So we did that, and then I threw him to the ground, and after I threw him to the ground, he had no bruise. I wanted it to look more real. So then I threw him to the ground. After I threw him to the ground, I used my knuckle and gave him a noogie. So I went like this.
Oh,
Why did I do that? To
A
give him a
noogie?
scar,
Noogie,
to
noogie.
give him a mark, to make it look real, like he really did get his ass beat. After I did that, I fake kicked him. I don't know what he was doing. I wasn't paying attention.
That's where I came around with the bleach, the infamous bleach in the hot sauce bottle, poured it on his shirt. Then I finally put the rope around his face. I did not put it around his neck. I just placed it on his face, and that's when we took off.
You hear the music? Background music.
I'm so shy for him. And
That, when I
then
tell you, I was in my bed crying. I couldn't believe it.
Hold on, did he hope this was captured on camera or something?
Yes. So where they were,
Yeah.
no, they were in a blind spot.
Okay.
So they actually, because apparently the day before they'd circled the area to know
Yeah.
like the right place and blah blah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but what he didn't know, there was a camera that was working. That's
Yeah.
how they then caught the brothers. So none of this was meant to be on camera. He was just meant to tell us the story, meant to buy
So
it.
so if it wasn't meant to be on camera,
Yeah.
why act it out? Why not just say it happened?
What, as in they're doing it?
No, Jesse. If it wasn't meant to be on camera in the first place, why not just say this happened to me as opposed to doing all this theatrics?
you know what though?
No,
because
'cause
let me
you have
be
to
honest.
believe it.
If you're gonna
Who-
tell
he
a
has to
lie,
believe it. It's a lie
if you're-
either way.
No, because if you're gonna tell a lie, yeah, it's a lot easier to
Yeah.
for a situation to happen and recollect that situation than making it off the top of your head. And also, if
Yeah,
you're gonna
you
give the
forget.
story more than one time,
Yeah.
and you're making up a story, it's hard to kind of keep track of your lies. Whereas if
Yeah.
something happens in real life, it's
Yeah.
like, even if it's fake, you can remember, do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Because
I
he was
hear you,
saying
but
that.
To me, that's commitment.
I hear you,
I
but
think commitment.
it's insanity though. For you not
Oh,
to...
all of this is
it's
insanity. All of this
You
is.
didn't even want to get captured on camera to be like, it really happened, look, CCTV footage. You just wanted
Yeah.
to act it out
No,
so
but
that
then-
you can
'cause-
deliver it in a
But
more
I get
compelling
why
way.
you wouldn't want it on camera,
'Cause then he would get caught
Because
quicker.
those, not even that, but even like the two guys, they got arrested.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
that's
mean?
and that's how they then were like, what the hell? Because so basically in that article with Fox, yeah, they basically said, he said one of the brothers said how a friend of his sent him a screenshot of the front page the next day. It was TMZ, and it says how, you know, Jussie's been attacked. Then he was like to his brother, oh yeah, like we've, you know, mission accomplished kind of thing. And then they're like, okay, we've secured, you know, they've basically secured the $500 deposit. So it was $4,000, sorry, that he was meant to pay them. They secured the $500 deposit. So he was like, okay,
We're gonna
like,
get the
we
rest.
should get the other half now. But obviously they didn't. No, the other payment, they didn't. And then they then got arrested. And then they were going to be done for a lot.
Of course.
And that's when they were like,
What?
nah. Because what is going, like, the plan is messed up kind of thing. Because none of them were meant to get caught. Because his story was a whole about, you know, he was in Chicago for an audition or something like that. Then at 2 a.m. he was really hungry, tried to go
Decided to get
Subway.
food.
But this time nothing's open anyway. And then that's when he then got attacked and blah, blah, blah. So he was really meant to come out a hero. And that's what he told them that he wanted to be. He wanted to be the face of heroism. And, you know,
a bit of gay Tupac, innit?
he wanted to be the gay. He dropped Mike. I could not believe that. He actually was on the stage and he actually dropped Mike.
He didn't have to
said,
do any of
I'm
this,
the
you
gay
know.
Tupac.
He was
That's what
having a
was
nice
mad
role on
in
Empire.
Empire.
Like,
That's
he didn't have
what's
to do any
mad.
of this stuff. It just makes no sense.
I think that's what the saddest. That he did not have. He was actually in a very good position, and he's been blacklisted ever since.
Oh my gosh.
Blackballed.
We didn't talk about Terrence Howard. Does no one rate Terrence Howard?
I do Lucius.
There's bare people we ain't talk about, let alone Terrence Howard.
Do you know what it is? It's because I'm talking about Empire and I'm thinking about Lucius and then I'm thinking about all the characters he's played. And I actually love Terrence Howard, you know, I'm not going to lie. Even in Get Rich or Die Trying, he killed me. Because when I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I could have been right, so I'm right anyway. I thought, no, I love him.
Terrence
He's
Howard's
a
a guy.
character. He's a
he is.
character.
No, I like him.
He's a character.
If he's in a film, I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. But Lucius Lyon, goat. Sorry.
Yeah, he really took that. He is that
Whoop
character.
that trick. I ain't never watched
What, Hustle
like
and Flow?
House of Flow.
I ain't never
Whoop
watched,
that trick, get him. Whoop that trick.
Empire like properly.
Yeah.
I would have seen better episodes,
Yeah.
but I ain't
Yeah.
like I don't watch it religiously from week to week.
Slow
But
down here
that one
for
where he's gone to
Jail,
prison.
and he has a whole
The
studio
one
in
where he's gone to
jail.
prison and he made the man them make that track. In, I don't even know what room that was when they found it.
I've seen that episode.
Where he got all the I don't know where he got all the equipment.
Yeah.
But he made it work.
Because he was a goat.
Lucius Lyon, I'm sorry. When I watched, I was like, nah, I actually love you. Like, he played that role so well. And you know, like...
And he's so funny because he was just like a meaty rapper.
Yeah.
Like, he was a meaty rapper and he thought he was cold.
But he made you believe he was.
Yeah.
Whoop
Like that
trick.
role was actually for him.
Nah, he did it so... Him, Taraji, I think the whole casting, him,
Yeah.
Taraji, Hakeem, like, I feel like...
he's a weirdo now.
Yeah.
Who's Kim, the little one with the high top?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went outside.
What was it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Was they releasing the music that they was making
They
on
was,
Empire?
Yeah, it was. I can't lie. The slaps.
And I'm sorry, but
The
the
playlist
soundtrack was cold.
The soundtrack was really
It was
good
produced by,
because they had actual.
Timberland, right?
Timberland, yeah, it was Timberland,
Yeah.
yeah. Because it was really good.
I'm
They had
gonna-
actual musical influence.
I'm gonna be honest. I watched every. I
watched
A lot
it.
of people didn't watch it and found it cringe.
Oh, I
yeah?
did.
And I'm like, do you know what? I get it's definitely cringe and very like
Yeah.
icky. But I watched every single episode.
I
of
watched
all
up
the
until
seasons.
he did what he did.
Yeah.
I stopped around about the time when the white woman got pushed down the stairs. So who was it?
Oh yeah.
It wasn't-
Thing is, Andre's wife.
Andre's wife.
Yeah, I stopped around then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know they're married in real life.
Yeah. Booba Kitty.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Andre.
and Andre.
The mad one, the schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's married to Lucius's wife in Empire in actual real life.
The
I think
lawyer.
they met on the
Oh, I'm thinking marriage to Taraji.
No, she's the lawyer,
Yeah, yeah.
and she's also in. Does anyone here watch Harlem?
I'm trying to. I've tried twice now.
First season's good. The second season I absolutely hate. I'm so sorry.
I'm actually trying.
What's Harlem?
With Megan Good.
So
When
Megan
Megan Good was getting
Good,
cooked that time. And said she got divorced to suck dick on screen.
Wow.
It's what the word emerged. That's what they
Boy.
said.
She didn't suck. Did she suck dick on screen? No.
It was a whole thing. Wasn't she like, it was a whole thing.
But even with the sex scenes are meaty. Like nothing.
People were making the most noise,
Wait,
but it was actually really
the
bad.
girls getting
Just to
cooked
the
on
comments
camera?
of.
Lala.
Oh, for her sex scene with
All her sex scenes. But the last one I'm talking about, the one.
what's his name? I forgot his name, but
what is this?
BMF.
Southwest T.
Southwest Sea, yeah.
What's his name?
Southwest T.
But you know what? Lala's done so many sex scenes that, ma'am,
Well, is she chopping in BMF as well?
Yeah.
that's her wrong. I think that does.
That is.
That
But,
is
but
typecasted.
she's going in, like she's naked.
Like this one, she's like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna give it to y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I think I heard about. She
That's
talked
it.
about it on Breakfast Club, and she's just like, it is what it is. Like, it's acting, in it.
But I'm just intrigued to know if she was still with Carmelo.
She
would
would have
be
still
doing
been
these
doing
roles.
it. She would have been doing it because she
You
was
think
doing
so?
that. Yeah, because I saw they were together at one point when she was on Power.
I think they've kind of been on and off since her.
Yeah, but there was a
acting
time.
career started,
Yeah,
no?
but there was a time when they were actually on,
Yeah.
and people were making a whole big, and she was like, "Nah, he's like he supports me."
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I think he would have been right with it. That's crazy, man. But someone who's not right with stuff is Birdman. Birdman. Actually, you guys will know because you guys are rap heads. So basically, he called out Billboard, right? And he said, "I see y'all did. Okay, I see
Partner.
you guys did 10 best rappers, which is well respected, but
Yeah, literally.
Respect it.
There has to be a partner in there.
A partner.
There has to be a partner. There has to be.
what about the CEO who made the way, as in THAWAY, the way for these rappers to be superstars, fought the battle behind doors so they can, KAN, be superstars, put some respect on my name.
Come on.
And stop playing with me. I'm the best to ever do it. Nothing but all love for all CEOs ever in 50 years of hip hop. We held it down, Cash Money, Rich Gang, Stunner Man. The best ever. # the GOAT maker. I do it. It's the whole thing. But basically, he did all of that.
The English is not English.
It's not. He is English. He's definitely not. And then someone basically did a whole label CEOs thing.
Yeah, on your leisure or on your leisure.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And they got him as number 1, Diddy number 2, Jay-Z number 3. Stop. Birdman thinks QCP should be number 2, by the way. Obviously, no respect to Diddy, he said. So he's number 1, Diddy number 2, Jay-Z number 3, Dr. Dre number 4, Russell Simmons number 5, Master P 6, L.A. Reid 7, Dame Dash 8, Jermaine Dupri, and Suge Knight.
It's huge.
What are you saying?
Suge.
You hip hop heads.
Would you guys, do you agree with that?
I'm looking at it. I had this. I'm looking at it now.
What's this list for?
Top CEOs.
Record label CEOs.
Label CEOs. He actually had another list of honorable mentions. Irv Gotti, Jay Prince, Dion War from Rough Riders, and then Coach KMP. There's no one on this list that shouldn't be on it. It's just more about the ranking.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
mean.
more about the ranking. Baby is up there. I wouldn't put him number 1 for me.
Who'd you put
personally.
first? Who'd you put as number 1?
Dame Dash.
Okay.
Dame Dash is number 1 for me. I just love everything about Dame Dash. Diddy number
Not his
2 is
parenting,
cool.
though. Sorry.
But Baby's on a lot. If you think about Cash Money,
What's that? Label heads.
Yeah, if you think about Cash Money,
Yeah, I'd put Baby number 1.
Drake,
Like, it was
Lil
just
Wayne,
Nicki.
Drake. Did I say Drake? Lil Wayne?
Yeah,
Who
Drake,
else?
Lil Wayne, Nicki
Nicki
Minaj.
Cash Money. Like he's
because
like,
with all of
he's up
them,
there, he's up there.
Death
Big
Row,
three.
Bad Boy, that The Rock,
Yeah.
Cash Money's the best one, just
Yeah.
because of what Wayne, Nicki, and Drake done. So
What about Def Jam? I think Russell Simmons.
okay, yeah, you know what? For right, Def Jam had, but Def Jam they monopolized it. Def Jam's like everything basically.
Def Jam
so
would-
maybe Def Jam.
Def Jam would have to be number 1 if
Yeah,
you're
maybe
talking
Def Jam's
about
number 1 then.
Yeah.
on that scale for sure.
Yeah, Def Jam will be number 1 then, because for Def Jam's just like Def Jam's basically music. It's basically hip hop.
Yeah.
Like it's everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's everybody.
Yeah.
So I maybe Def Jam then, but Birdman's up there. Cash Money in a job.
Yeah, Birdman's top 5 for sure. Top 5 for sure.
But I rate what Q&P are doing.
Yeah, they've done well.
I think they're
Yeah.
even though like
They've
it's
done
new
really
school.
well.
Like I think it's mental what they're doing over there.
Yeah,
Proper
yeah.
sick.
Cold.
Who are the main people on
Migos. Lil Baby.
Migos, Lil
What
Baby,
about our thingy, the Carisha and thingy?
Yeah, they are.
City
But
Girls,
City Girls.
Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Based off Migos, Cardi B, and Lil Baby.
I think even City Girls.
Yeah,
Who's the
even
one that's
City
got
Girls,
where was Kendrick Lamar on that?
That's TDE.
Top Dog?
TD.
Yeah, that's Top Dog Entertainment.
Who they got? And they got
They got Kendrick, Absol, J Rock,
where's
Isaiah
the Scissor in there or
Rashad,
something? Am I going
Scissor.
crazy.
Yeah,
Scissors there, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm biased. Anyway, Scissors is great. So TD's got to be up there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is it from me. Let's get into the People's Journal.
All right, people. Welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. All right, so I want to touch on the budget by Jeremy Hunt again, just so I can give it to you in more concise points and stuff like this, right? And see how I guess it kind of affects everybody in this room. Because pretty much, like, everything on this budget will affect us either now or tomorrow. Right, so the first thing, again, which is probably the most important thing for most people, is childcare. Right, so there's going to be 30 hours of free childcare for working parents in England. That's basically already for 3 and 4 year olds, but it's going to be expanded to cover 1 and 2 year olds, right? But again, the key thing here is to remember it's going to be rolled out in stages from 2024. So, Esther and Gina, when you want to behave
Have
yourself
babies.
and start.
You said behavior. You said you're on his behavior. So you actually sounded like the aunties and uncles, you know.
Literally.
So they tell me like, what, you're not serious. You don't think me I want to.
But yeah, basically, it will be the right time, innit?
Basically, since we good.
We good. Amen to that.
Yeah, so basically people who with 1 and 2 year olds now, it's not really going to help right now, innit? It's going to be from April 2024. And like I said, it's going to be rolled out in stages. So working parents of 2 year olds will get 15 hours of free care from April 2024. Then you've got children from 9 months will get 15 hours of free childcare from September of 2024. Then all eligible under 5s will get 30 hours free childcare from September of 2025. So it's going to be done in
So
bits.
Esther, we got to wait till 2025 for the 30 hours to kick in.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but you get the 15.
That's
from,
fine.
you know.
But if we get pregnant next year,
The baby coming to TDA. You're gonna have a crash up in here.
Also, yeah, I guess kind of basically, I was listening to Jeremy Hunt talk about this, yeah, and he was basically saying the government needs time to kind of invest in more nurseries, basically.
You know what's weird?
Go on.
2025 is 2 years away, you know.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Russia is Wester.
So yeah, for people out there who are thinking of business ideas as well, I think a lot of black people can get into this, man. Set yourself up a nursery, man. You know what I'm saying? And
That's good business,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Take the time, strategize from now, and obviously, because loads of people are going to find this as a real incentive to get back into work. And that's the point of this particular change, right?
Childcare is expensive.
It is.
And I feel like
expensive.
even if this wasn't even the case, that's actually a good business because people will stay having babies.
100%.
Yeah.
Like even from now, it's a good business, like you're saying. But
Yeah.
the thing is, certain parts of the country, a lot of nurseries had to close down because
Yeah.
a lot of people couldn't afford how much it is. Like, how much I pay on blades is ridiculous, man. So yeah, so there's that opportunity there, innit? Because more people will be then obviously taking advantage of this 30 hours free childcare. And yeah, and also for those who don't necessarily or want to do it in stages, don't necessarily want to start a nursery, want to become childminders, there's £600 incentive payment as well to kind of start as well. So that's there as well. Families on universal credit, they're going to be receiving their childcare support up front. So in the past, it was always in arrears. Housing benefit and all that type of stuff was always in arrears, right? But now they're going to be getting that up front. There used to be a cap as well on the amount of childcare support you would get. Childcare support you would get per child. It used to be £646 a month. That's now been raised to £951. When it comes to the energy cap, everyone's obviously going to be thinking about this because we were told it was going to end in April. Well, they're going to extend this £2,500 energy cap until June. Only an extra 3 months, but it's still something. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously the prices are crazy. And without this cap, it will shoot up. You know what I'm saying? Probably looking at I don't know, an extra grand. You know what I'm saying? For the whole year. So yeah, man. And also the government is investing £200 into evening out the amount that people pay who are on prepayment meters compared to those who pay by direct debit. So at the moment, there's that discrepancy where people on direct debit usually pay cheaper energy, cheaper for their energy. Now, basically, the government want to kind of put everything in line, pretty much. With regards to pensions as well, yeah. I know. To be fair, I was going to say no one's really thinking about pensions, but to be fair, it makes sense to start thinking about your pensions from now, you know.
Definitely.
And at the moment, there's a cap on the amount you can accumulate in your pension savings, right, over your lifetime. At the moment, is £1.07 million, right? I know a lot of people are thinking, I ain't really going to be saving that, but you never know, right? And that cap has now been abolished. Now, a lot of people are thinking this only affects the rich, the 1%, but it kind of trickles down into different areas, right? So, again, the strikes that we've seen recently, yeah, a lot of people, junior doctors and doctors in general, yeah, they have been, apparently, according to the BMA, leaving the country because obviously in other countries they ain't met with so much tax. This cap, that now that's been abolished, is going to be more attractive to a lot of these doctors. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's going to help the NHS to keep doing what it's doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really a thing of just the 1% that people like to say, oh, they live in the clouds and they're rich and they, you know what I'm saying? Their lives are all nice and you know, and this, that, and the third. It will affect people who actually contribute highly to society. Also, tax-free yearly allowance for the pension pot is going to rise from £40,000 to £60,000, right? It's been frozen for 9 years. So that is something. With regards to businesses and stuff like this, the main rate of corporations tax, right, which is paid by businesses on all their profits and stuff, over £250,000, that's going to be increasing in April from 19% to 25%. Not a good look, in my humble opinion, for businesses. You need to try and do as much as possible to kind of incentivize them to grow, because at the end of the day, they're pivotal for, you know, economic growth in any society, pretty much, innit? So yeah, that's going to rise from 19% to 25%. Companies with profits between £50,000 and £250,000 also, that's going to rise as well, right? Well, they're going to be paying between 19% and 25%. The next thing is inflation. So again, yesterday I spoke about it briefly, but the OBR, the Office for Budget Responsibility, they're predicting the UK will avoid recession in this year, basically. The economy will still shrink, they're saying, but only by 0.2%. Growth of 1.8% is predicted for next year, and 2025, 2.5%. And in 2026, 2.1%. Of course, you got to take all these predictions with a grain of salt and stuff like this, right? Because last year when we were talking about this, come, I don't know, October or so, people were predicting that inflation would be this time this year about 15 to 17%. And obviously it's gone down to 10.7%. Regarding the UK inflation rate, they're pretty much saying that it will fall to 2.9% by the end of this year, which is crazy. I definitely wasn't thinking it would be falling by that much. If they're right, it's a beautiful thing for everybody. That's pretty much the main things that I want to talk about. Obviously, food, alcohol, all that type of stuff. Yeah, you just got hopefully inflation, will deal with that. But remember, when inflation goes down, it doesn't mean the prices go down. So you have to bear that in mind, innit? So it takes a while for your money to not lose its value, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, the next thing I want to talk about is briefly Asian markets. I touched on this the other day as well, but the Asian markets fell a lot, man, as global banking is basically, like, everyone's pretty much scared about what's happening around the world, innit? And all of this type of thing was intensified because of the whole thing happening with Credit Suisse, right? Like I was saying, the people that were the Saudis who were really trying to finance them or bail them out, they refused to put in more money. And that's scared everyone, you know what I'm saying? Because they have over $1 trillion pounds worth in assets. Next thing I want to talk about is passport office workers are looking to strike for 5 weeks over pay. So if you're trying to get your passport renewed and all them type of things there, bear that in mind. That's going to be more than 1,000 passport office workers. They're going to be striking, again, over the same things, jobs, pay conditions, pension, and things of that nature. The strike action is looking to take place between the 3rd of April and the 5th of May. I'm not too sure if the dates have been confirmed as yet. And the last thing I'll mention is that Royal Mail has been referred to Ofcom because of their late letter deliveries. So I'm not too sure if you guys realise you're getting letters late on that. Not really?
No. It's not letters I want anyway.
There you go.
If it's flowers, where bring my flowers ASAP.
But what their excuse is that they've been prioritising parcel deliveries over letters. And that's why they've kind of fallen behind. But yeah, they've been reported to Ofcom to basically get them in check. But that's pretty much it for People's Journal, man.
Thank you.
We can move on.
Nice. Let's get into Sis. What would you do? Sorry, our producer's having a bit of a mare. So, accept our apologies. So, good morning, ladies. A short one today. There is a guy I think is perfect, but I don't think he scrubs his tongue properly or at all. I made the mistake of kissing him once, and the taste it left me with has me being coy with all his advances for a second date. He's an investment banker with a lot of personality, humour, and a great body. He's also family orientated. His breath is really, really just horrid. How do I navigate this one well enough? I offered him a mint on our date, and he said he did. He said he didn't need it. I offered him another later on that date, and he seemed to get a little annoyed that I was trying to help him. Girls, should I leave this one or persist? It really stinks. Whew, child. The ghetto.
I really just can't.
I think, do you know what? Hygiene really rattles me, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I always feel like it's just like basic, it's like basic human rights.
I feel like the mouth one is the most shocking because isn't your mouth sour? Like, do you get what I mean? Like, I feel like there should be some kind of sourness. If your breath is really on that down bad like that. But you know what I would do though, me in this situation? I don't know how you kissed him.
Maybe she kissed him, I don't know.
No, you will know. Because when you're getting closer, you just go, you dropped the pen.
Halitosis.
Oh, honey. I think I will talk to him about it. If it's a guy that I actually think, when I'm thinking of the economy that we're in terms of the dating scene or whatever, and if it's actually a good guy that he makes sense, except this breath, I actually have to speak to him.
Yeah.
I'll speak to him. I'll be honest with him. Like, listen,
Oh, I don't know how to say it, but because it might be a dental thing, and he needs to maybe. It's
No, it's true. He might have a rotten tooth.
It might be a medical condition.
Yeah. I think.
Halitosis.
Yeah, man.
It just stinks.
I'm not gonna lie.
Conversation
I think it depends on how much you really like him, innit? If he ticks all your boxes but his breath stinks, I'd have the conversation.
I'll have the conversation.
And
if it's not,
if he's worth it, if he gets offended, my dear, you've helped him for the next person.
Gotta check up the
Do you know what I
deuces.
mean? But it's an awkward conversation to have. But I generally think you should have the
it
conversation.
has to be had.
But like, how do you say it though? Do you say it in a ha 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 banter kind of way,
No,
or like
there's no banter? Because when
or
you do
is it
banter,
like
you've got to sit down. I've got something to talk to you about. I've got something to talk.
that's even worse, man?
No, because if you do banter, sorry, he might not understand the urgency that this requires. When you mask things under jokes, people take it half-heartedly.
No, because
I need you to understand.
But that one's really embarrassing because it's like we're having a proper serious moment for you to come and tell me my breast stinks. I need the ground to open so it can swallow me right there and then.
Good, and I hope there's toothbrushes down there. Listen, yeah, listen.
Because you know,
actually
like you can't tell someone, "Oh, brush your tongue," because
no, I'm just saying your breath stinks. You know, I'm not giving you. You got to get to the root of this problem. Because I personally think you should just go to the dentist and they can help you here.
you don't even need to go dentist. It's not that deep, man.
No, but we don't know.
Should we brush your tongue?
No, because you know some people, it's who would I see? Some people, it's a rotten tooth. I think, was it Kerry Hilson? Kerry Hilson one time, I think she told, either it was her or she told her guy she was with or whatever, turned out was actually a thing where he had like a bad tooth. He had a cavity. That's the thing. When you don't get checkups every 6 months, your tooth, there's stuff that can be happening in your mouth that you're unaware of. I would actually just be like, I need to talk to you about something, but I don't want you to take offense to it.
Too late. I'm gonna.
But basically, that's your business. As long as you, because I'm not kissing you.
Okay, so what are you gonna say?
Lips
But
is
basically,
important.
your breast stinks.
No, not like that. It has to be so, bro.
That's what I'm asking.
So
Say
basically-
you got
let me get into
halitosis,
it.
rude boy.
That's even
No.
worse.
Okay, let me act
That's
it out.
a medical condition.
Let me act it out.
The condition is
Alright,
bad
Well, I'm
breath.
the guy. Go on.
Yeah, you're the guy. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, I need to talk to you about. Sorry.
I look like
Okay,
a guy
wait,
right now.
okay.
This is perfect.
Okay.
What you
I need to
saying?
talk to you about something,
I swear.
but I don't want you to take offense. And ignore this fine. I wouldn't be funny in that time. I'd be nervous. But I don't want you to take offense, and I don't want you to feel embarrassed or anything. I just think it's a good thing for you to check up on.
Swear down.
Basically,
That's not how
Your breath is not
That's
fresh.
spread out.
your breath, your breath doesn't.
Swear my breath's not fresh.
No, but like, not that it's not fresh because you need to brush it just now.
Oh, so
Like
what,
your
you're saying I
breath-
got bad breath?
You've got bad breath.
Bruh.
That's actually not bad. Saying bad breath is actually not bad. You got bad breath. But also, what I would do, maybe I would just go to dentist just to check that everything's fine.
I hear it.
I don't think that's bad.
Is this your man or this is just someone that you're seeing?
This
That's
is,
like
she's been on one
dating. She's
day,
been on one date.
but
Oh.
he's got all these. He's an investment banker. He's got a good body. His family, like he's got everything. It's just the breath stinks. I'm having a conversation with you. If it's a guy that I actually think, do you know, I would actually like to see where this can go.
I might try it.
I'm having the conversation.
I'm going to be
about breath.
honest, yeah. I think I'm going to go down the banter route first. So let's say I offer him something, yeah, and he's like, no, I don't need it. I'll be like, you sure? I'll be
No,
like,
that's rude.
I'll be like,
that is. So,
Yeah, you got to land
Yeah.
some jokes, man.
I'd be
man.
like,
You be like,
is you sure?
Are you sure?
Cause you know
Yeah,
what it is,
like,
yeah.
like, I'll be like, take the hit.
I
nigga.
think that's more embarrassing. Because you know, when you, my thing is, yeah, I'll try to tell people stuff in jest. They don't understand the severity of the matter. This is a pressing matter. She said it's horrid. She kissed him, yeah, and it's transferred to her mouth.
Oh, that's foul.
Oh, do you know how bad your breath will stink? Now my breath stinks by association. Oh my God.
Caught it straight.
Yeah, transferring a bad breath is mad.
Yeah,
It's mad.
I've never even heard of that
Yeah,
before.
I've never had that before.
If he doesn't take your jokes, yeah, and then you have to go to serious route, he's not gonna appreciate that you were joking before.
Yeah. That is
well.
a point.
Take that up with God. Like,
No, but you don't like. The point is not to offend him, though, is it?
no, but I'm not trying to offend you, but me doing it in a jokey way is to try and make light of the situation so you don't feel too embarrassed. So then if you don't get my joke, then I'll be like, okay, cool, you know what, I'm not going to lie, I didn't want to go down this route and I tried to like do it in a jokey way just so it could be a bit lighthearted, but it
stink.
seems like you're not really getting the hint. Basically, I'm offering you a mint because
Seems like you're not really getting the hint.
you're not.
Imagine.
Did I stutter?
Gina. Oh, a man cannot tell me it's like you're not getting the hint.
No, okay, fine.
That's
Maybe I'll say it.
Get this hint.
I'm
you're
not gonna
dumped.
lie. You see, right now, all of this energy I'm doing, I'm a pussy. This is not how it's gonna come across. Don't come on, you know.
Like, hi, I'm shy.
I'm a fake fag. I'll be like, hello, please, hi.
Would you do it in person or would you do it by text? I'm doing it by text. I'm not looking.
You know why I'm not? No, do you know why I'm doing it by text is peak here? Because I don't want you to screenshot it and send it to your friends.
No, you wouldn't be because you should have shame.
Yeah,
I only date men with shame. You don't understand that. This is not leaving me, you, and EE.
No, but you know what? You know what? You're right. You know, because I send him throw away my phone.
This is it. And then I'll check before I go to bed and see what happens.
I'll be like, you know, you see the dot.
Yeah,
I'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
I miss that feeling. But yeah,
I'm
no.
dead. You said I missed that feeling. Get out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it in person. Because also now, you can't kiss me goodbye.
Let me tell you why I'm not doing it in
Problem
person.
is still there.
I am a pussy. It's not happening in person.
I would do it. If it's a guy I really like, because again, this economy is tight. If it's a guy I really like, I would actually I'm down to have difficult conversations if they need to be had. And I would take it as well. If it was me in a situation and he had to tell me that something's not right with my hygiene, I'd take it. I'd appreciate it. Better that than you meet my friends and your breath is just... And the thing is, when you're someone with smelly breath, yeah, I've met a couple people with smelly breath, yeah, and I just don't talk close to them. Because that stigma stays. So I don't even know if their breath is now fresh. It's just when I met you that one time, no, honey. So yeah, girl, I think that's what you got to do. If you like him and you actually want to be there,
no, I don't.
Your man.
I'll definitely say don't leave him alone, yeah, because girl, this economy is so tight, yeah.
We're trying to get out.
So I think definitely have the conversation because it's fixable. I believe
this is it. I think it's fixable.
It's definitely fixable. Do you know what I mean? So
and you might just never know. And that's my thing because if everyone goes around life here and no one ever tells you something.
But let me ask a question though, yeah? How do you know that he just didn't have a really, really bad day? Because, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's like you got to gauge it the next day.
You have to kind of gauge it. So if I'm honest, because you just said basically, like
horrid.
No, she said it's horrid, but how, but what I'm saying is, how do we not know that it's not a bad day at the office?
It's
do you understand what I mean?
bad day.
It could just be that. Like,
we can't have any more bad days in
no,
office.
of course not, because this
stinks.
It's vom level.
Yeah.
But I think that's why I'm saying also
that's actually a smart idea though.
You shouldn't leave it. I think gauge it. I think go for the second date.
Yeah.
If it's persistent, then I think on that day you need to let him know, because if you kissed him the first time and he's going to try and come and lean in for a kiss on that second date and his breath is banging, don't do it to yourself. It's not fair.
Try and find out whether his breath is banging before he tries to kiss you. Do you know what I mean? Like, just tell a joke.
Yeah.
Let him haha.
Kind of long.
Do you know what I mean? You know that way.
When you're on a date, let's say you're sitting, I don't know what kind of date it is, to be fair. You're right. But like, when you're eating,
if you're sitting across, you wouldn't know.
But
some people, it goes with the air. Do you know?
Really? I've never really experienced proper bad breath.
I've had people who their mouth is closed and their breath still stinks. And I'm like, your mouth is closed.
That's halitosis.
Your mouth is closed. What are we doing here? But yeah, I think what you said actually makes sense. I think go on a second date, and if it's there, then this is who he is.
This is a problem.
He is a man with bad breath. But if it's not, it might have just been a bad day. But then, if that bad day occurs again,
then have
like, oh, baby, your breath is a bit off.
I would be like, what did you eat? That's
You're such a joker. Why
that's
do you think a joke to you?
though. It's just like, do you know what I mean? It's a joke.
Like, it's a joke to you.
No, it is. Sometimes you can't take life too serious, man. You have to
babe, like your breath is a bit off.
I don't know.
LOL.
Lol.
Man.
But yeah, hopefully that answers your question.
I hope that helps.
Let us know how it goes if you go on a second date.
Well, he sounds like a good man though.
And let us know also if it's like a real thing, or maybe he just had a bad day at the office. We'd be intrigued to know.
Yes, I definitely want to know that.
All right, well, let's get into our next headlines.
Rotation.
All right, so our next headline takes us all the way to Jamaica, man. And the Jamaica Police Federation has issued a request within the constabulary for urgent blood donations to help save the life of an inspector of police from the St. Catherine North Police Division who was shot in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, early on Wednesday afternoon. The lawman was reportedly using an automated teller machine, ATM, at the front of a plaza.
On Babylon.
It's not about this, by the way.
That's what I'm saying, he's in his own world.
Yeah, at a plaza in Sydenham.
I just think they're not going to help the police boy. They ain't going to help no police boy in Jamaica about blood.
You never know, man. Other police people might.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So the cop was challenged. Well, the cop challenged his attackers.
Why are you shaking your head?
And he and one of his assailants were hit in the process.
Because I drew attention to you by putting the camera on you. I don't know why.
However, while the lawman's injuries are obviously very serious, the man who was shot did not appear to have sustained life-threatening injuries and was still being guarded at the plaza where the shooting took place while awaiting transportation to get medical attention when Loop News arrived on the scene. In an internal circular, the Police Federation said blood is urgently needed to save our colleague's life. The incident has been investigated by both the police and the Independent Commission of Investigation, with scenes of the crime and INDECOM, which is the Independent Commission of Investigation, personnel on location up to approaching the evening hours.
Why can't they give the blood?
But yeah, who knows?
You want it for your colleague so bad. Y'all get your little pints together. Silly. About public appeal. I hate when people do stuff like that, you know.
If I ask this question quickly, what country would you say are honest in terms of, like, say you found some cash somewhere, you hand it into the authorities? What country do you think will do that?
Switzerland.
Or what continent,
I think
to make it a bit easier?
Asia.
I think they're honest about what?
I think
About
Europe.
Europe? So say you found like a bag of cash.
Yeah.
Who's going to hand that in to like authorities?
Who's like? What country would I? What?
In them places where it's calm and clean and that, like Norway and Sweden and Iceland and that, I'm pretty sure they probably would just give it to the authorities or something, innit?
Oh, you mean like who? So who is honest enough to give it to the authorities?
Yeah. What country or continent would have a reputation for that?
No continent that I'm in, because I ain't giving shit.
I think English people do that quite a bit as well, though. You know,
English people.
Yeah, I think
It's
they
because he
do.
lives. They ain't doing that.
Not us lot, but
I think the Norway. I think like the places you said, those proper clean places where like it's all egalitarian, all that stuff. Then again, I might want to have more than my neighbor. I don't like that we've been doing everything equal over here. But I would say one of those European countries.
Okay. Well,
If it's Africa, I'm falling off my seat.
East Asia.
Who's East Asia? Where's that? Where's that?
Like Japan,
China.
Korea.
Yeah, because they get punished for it. Of course they'll be punished. They get flogged if they didn't give it in.
South Korea, now, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
It's probably a trap.
Yeah, like what? They go to South Korea looking at it, they ain't never seen that much money in their lap. Nope.
No.
I know a track when I see
I
one.
know it when I see it. There you go, officer.
Like, you don't even proper people, man. Even at the World Cup, the spectators, they stayed behind and cleaned
to clean
the
and stuff.
stadium.
there you go.
Yeah, but
That act alone shows you what type of mindset they
you know what's
have.
kidding me though? I read years ago, did I study? I can't remember. That they have like social scores in these places. In some countries, they have social scores. Like if you litter and stuff like that, you get. So of course, when you go to Qatar, you're trying to get bonus points because your country is clean.
You get what scores?
Do you know what I mean?
You get scores for what?
Everything is digital, and in them countries, everything cameras on everybody, and anything that you do is marked on your particular social record.
Yeah.
Like, they can see everything, even helping somebody across the street.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the World Cup as well, I reckon they were just trying to get extra bonus points in.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
No, it is.
Black Mirror.
Dead ass.
There's people who are watching the camera 24/7. Oh, Esther helped someone across the road, 10
Tick.
points.
Yeah, because some people get denied credit.
For
as in,
every citizen.
listen, as in credit for you to get a mortgage, you might not be able to.
No, this is the
because
first time
you've
I'm
been
hearing about this. I'm just trying to take it in.
No, it's a real thing.
Surprising.
So, big up them, man. I bet they get points for this too. We're praising them.
Yeah, Yusuf was right, man. Japan.
Oh.
So basically, the honest citizens of Tokyo handed in a record 3.99 billion yen,
What's that in pounds?
which is
please?
24.5 million pounds
£30.50. I'm
in
joking.
lost cash to police last year.
How much is it in pounds?
24.5 million.
How much money do people have
You ain't
that?
thinking about it. They lost
Like,
24 million on the streets and now they're complaining. You ain't even. You need to go to Japan.
Listen,
Literally.
pick me up some coins.
Which is basically an average of £67,000 a day.
Not.
So if you just go to Japan and live for a year and just walk around, you might be able to. You might be able to do like, I don't know, like about 700 grand for the year.
Yeah, absolutely, because you're intentional
Just
about
finding,
it.
yeah. If you're intentional, like just looking.
You know the coins in Mario Kart. I'm banging them shits out.
Done.
I don't care about social housing, whatever. It's fine. Give me minus.
But yeah, man, Japan's National Police Agency said the amount was up 600 million yen from the previous year and beat the previous high of 3.84 billion yen declared at police stations across the capital in 2019. There was relief too for at least some of those who had mislaid their money. The police department's lost and found office said it had returned almost 3 billion yen. So imagine.
How rich are people there?
Boy, I don't know.
Is
I'm
there a
ready to
top
go to Japanese
10
way.
list?
No, I don't have a top 10 list. Yeah. Yeah. While 480.
Nigeria would never smile anywhere near that list.
It's
Impossible.
in deficit.
Literally. For the next world.
Well, 480 million yen was given to those who had discovered the cash.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, at least
Rather-
they got
Yeah, but we
it.
found billion though. What's that? That's like a
Also,
fifth of what we found. My findings.
Yeah, it's still something.
Like, the Nigerian me was given 100%.
Driver licenses and other forms of ID comprise the biggest number, which is 730,000 items. So people just be losing things, you know. Followed by 39,000 commuter and rechargeable IC public transport cards. The haul also included 300,000 gloves and other items of clothing and a similar number of wallets. Under Japan's lost goods law, anyone who finds money must hand it in to the police, but they can claim a reward of between 5 to 20% if it's retrieved by the owner. They can.
I'll
It's
go
not
for
always the
20%.
case.
Of course.
Yeah, but if the cash has not been claimed after 3 months, the entire sum goes to the finder.
Oh, sick.
Yes.
You know,
This is why people be returning that money
3 months.
because
you
there's
know.
no repercussions.
Yeah, because if you don't get, what's it called? If you get got,
Was that
you
you
go
said
to
that's in
jail.
Japan?
Yeah.
That's over here as well, though, isn't it?
I don't think it's 3
Is
months.
it?
though. Is it 3 months?
I don't know how long it is, but if no one claims it, can you get it, do you?
Now you don't met in calling you back to come and get that bag of cash you
That's
found.
facts, though. They'll tell you now.
They're
Somebody,
taking that to the pub.
somebody
Yeah,
got it. You say,
somebody-
yeah, anybody
yeah,
claimed that? Yeah.
They
Somebody.
did proof.
Terrible.
So we've got other cases to work on now. Or to not work on now.
If the finder does not claim the money within an additional 2 months, it becomes the property of the local government. So yeah, people definitely need to.
That's lovely though. That's very wholesome.
The large quantity of misplaced money is a symptom of Japan's enduring attachment to hard cash and a cultural resistance to paying on the never never. Police attributed the rise in fines in 2022 to signs that the COVID pandemic was coming to an end. Police have until the end of April to determine which, if any, of the claimants is telling the truth. After that, no, sorry, that's something else. But yeah, that's pretty much it from Japan. The last headline
Japanese man.
is about Whoopi Goldberg, man. She's back in the news.
Okay, girl.
So she's issued an apology following her use of a racial slur during an episode of ABC's The View. So on Wednesday, Goldberg used a derogatory term associated with Romani people while discussing former President Donald Trump, saying that his supporters are people who still believe that I don't know what the slur is, begins with a G and a Y, somehow in the election. Goldberg issued an apology shortly after on Twitter saying, you know, when you're at a certain age, you use the words that you know from when you were a kid or you remember saying, and that's what I did today and I shouldn't have. I should have thought about it a little longer before I said it, but I didn't. And I should have said cheated. So yeah, basically cheated. So I should have said cheated, but I used another word and I'm really, really sorry. Goldberg's apology received mixed responses online. One user pretty much came out and said, well, I learned something today. Thanks for this teaching moment. I won't say this in the future. Another person wrote, it's hard to be on TV now. Sometimes we make mistakes, but we are attacked so much because social media exists. Good for her to explain. Meanwhile, someone else said another non-apology. Goldberg's apology comes a year after she was suspended from The View for 2 weeks for saying that the Holocaust isn't about race.
That's what I was gonna say. Sis stays in the news. Like she's always apologizing for something or saying something.
Yeah,
Her contract gets renewed.
that's it for the headlines.
Before we move
Are these
on,
people so stupid that they're not going to type what she said?
It's not anywhere, is it?
No, what's wrong with these idiots?
I saw it somewhere though. Let me
If
go.
she said that shit, man, tell me what she... Gypped.
No,
Gypped.
that's not what she said.
She
Brent,
used the term... That's what it says here?
Oh, so
I'm
like
trying
gypsy.
to like
What does that-
divert it.
What does that mean?
Yeah, because you know the Romani gypsies.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think that's what it is. So they got scammed. You know, like how they
Oh, they got gypped.
allegedly, yeah.
Oh, that's what she said.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I hear it.
Add it to your lexicon.
I don't want to use it if it's... Actually, you know what? Let's see. There's a space for it. They'll put it in the Rolodex.
All right, listen.
What's a coulee? A coulee is like a canyon, but with no water. Yeah. So it's like this giant, like think of like the Grand Canyon, but much super wide, 1,000-foot high or 800-foot high.
It's also a racist term for Indians in South Africa. So I got a little bit uncomfortable when you kept saying it. But continue. Sorry.
It's with a U in it. It's,
Okay,
it's
all right, got
it. But it's...
I told you the other day in Trinidad that Kuli is
Oh, it's a racist term for Indians?
the derogatory term for Indians.
Oh, but then Jamaican people don't use it like that, innit?
I know.
They just say if you're a
Mix
coolie,
between black and Indian.
you're mixed between black and Indian. Yeah, so there was no derogatory when I say it. We say it from a place of love. You get me? It's people with good hair.
I knew it.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man, coolie. And now enough man with decent hair trying to tell people he's cool. He's lying, you know.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Except for the headline.
All right, thank you. Let's get into the rotation.
No.
Reaction.
When did
No, it was gonna be, but
Yeah.
time in it.
Oh, okay.
And the reaction might be a
Let me take my leave.
I need to go to the toilet.
steady one.
Well, let's get into the reaction. Sorry, I got to open up my... Is it the 17th today?
Yeah.
Why ain't my thing never uploaded? Anyway, man, it was a big night in football, European night. Obviously, the last 16's come to a close, and then now we've got into the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Obviously, all the best teams left in the competition made it there. What'd you say?
Carry on. Carry on.
I'm just saying, all the best teams made it into the to the business end of the competition.
Yep.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? That so we can. Well, let's just talk about it.
No, what we doing? We going game by game? What we doing? Results, or just going to go straight into it?
We could. I mean, we could
All
read
right,
down the results because it's Europa. I'll be honest with you. Nobody really cares.
cool.
So we could just talk about
Let's
what
start
people
with
care about.
you guys first, because it'll be.
All right, that's quick and easy, short and sweet. Yeah. So we've. Who's the final 8? Let's talk about who's qualified. Let's do that. We've got Seville through,
Have you got that?
Feyenoord through, Manchester United through, Juventus through, Sporting Lisbon, Bayern Leverkusen, Roma, and Union Saint Gilloise.
Yeah.
Who would you say is the favourites left? The favourites left
From teams left, I would say United, Juve, and we'll get into it in a bit. But Sporting Lisbon are a good team, you know. Nah, Brent.
They were wavy.
Okay.
Yeah. But both legs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Sporting Lisbon.
you rating them?
I remember Sporting Lisbon. They dropped down from the Champions League,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
they're a different kind of pedigree. But should we get into the?
Well, again, I don't know if I said it here, but I was saying like I thought you would beat them at home, but I
thought we would too.
knew going away was going to be trouble because I watched the Champions League against Spurs. I watched the 2 legs against Spurs, and
They're a good
they
team,
gave
man.
it wasn't an easy ride at all.
They're a good team. All right, so yeah, Arsenal lost on penalties. We got knocked out.
I was filming, so I couldn't watch the game in all this splendor.
Yeah.
I saw the Ramsdale, the halfway line goal.
That was giving me David Seaman flashbacks, but I thought, shit, it happens in every generation.
Good goal.
But I thought you went in front, innit? You went
in front 1-0.
Yeah. So obviously, I just think Emirates just more in keeping what's going on. They're just going to do it.
Yeah.
When I got here and I was speaking to Brent saying, nah, it's probably mostly been Sporting.
Second half, yeah.
Oh, second half that is then, yeah.
What do you think? You think the whole game, or do you think when
Yeah, mostly, yeah. I wasn't seeing Arsenal playing. I was seeing Arsenal just saying, meh.
Second half we were getting trampled on, right? Even from the jump, right? So he I was surprised he started Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah. But he done well. He didn't look like someone who's been out for 3 months.
Did it impact the game? Did he score or assist?
He didn't score assists. But he took him off at half time.
Okay.
I thought he should have been on for a bit longer. But remember, before we carry on, we had 2 full subs. We had the injury to Tomiyasu after like 6-8 minutes. So he came off for Ben White. Then we had the injury to Saliba. We had to bring on Holding.
Are they long term?
I haven't even read. I haven't followed
Tomiyasu
through.
was on crutches.
Oh, was he?
I don't know about Saliba.
Okay. So obviously that threw Arteta's game plan, and it threw off his sub plan too. We scored through Xhaka, which was a good goal. And I felt like we were going to just kind of not cruise from there, but I thought we were going to get a second and just wrap the game up.
I didn't think that.
Second half came now, and we were on the ropes. Their goal came from, we lost possession in midfield. Jorginho was doing some juggling. He passed it off to Xhaka. Xhaka tried to pass it back to him, I think, and then the Sporting player grabbed it. He must have known that Ramsdale's been kind of off his line the whole game. But he didn't even swing his leg, bruv. It was a nice dink, bruv. It was sick. Anyway, crazy goal. And then from that point on, it looked like they were going to grab a second, and it was just Sporting. We had a few little things here and there, but for the most part, it was Sporting. And then penalties came, and that's when I thought, you know what? To be fair, I thought to myself, you know what? This team might need this, you know, not to come out of it, but to win a penalty shootout. So I was hoping that we won a penalty shootout, and that might show a bit more skill, a bit more guile.
Do you think you made a mistake rotating? Like not prioritize it?
No, because think about it. The first leg, he played Turner in goal. He played Kivior at the back. This game, he played Ramsdale. And he played Saliba and Gabriel.
Yeah, but I'm saying she could have done it from the first leg.
Oh, you mean play the better team from the first leg?
Well, obviously, it's two it's 2 legs, but it's 1 tie in it, so it still speaks to the same thing. And so you rotated for it.
Yeah, but you know
now it's the second leg, and you're at home, and it's a bit more. There's a bit more jeopardy there. He's saying, okay, I'll go stronger, but you could have went that from like if you obviously you got the league there, innit?
Yeah.
Like us, lot, we're in a different position, but our gaffer's shameless. He's going into the thing that he's playing the strongest team he can, regardless. And it's not like It's not like he's not. Obviously we're not going for the league, but it's not like he's not trying to compete in the league. He's trying to compete in the league too, but he's playing the strongest team we can because we want to advance. But you are doing we're in the league, we've got the squad, let's split it up and boom, boom,
I hear
boom.
you, but you know what it is? You've got a squad, you have to use them, innit? You have to manage players, you got to give players minutes, you got to make players happy. You can't just have the same players on the bench week in, week out. You're going to have unhappy players, disgruntled players, players who are frustrated. It's not good for camaraderie. So you got players there, you might as well use them. And it's not like the team he put out last week was shit anyway. It was a decent team, right? Yesterday put out a stronger team. He even plays Zinchenko rather than Tierney. Tierney he ain't getting no minutes to the end of the season now. Played Vieira, Nelson, Martinelli, Jesus. Second half, he brought on Saka. The minute they scored the second goal, he brought on Saka and Partey.
I see that.
He brought on half-time. He brought on Trossard for Jesus. I'm disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not.
I feel like the whole time you've been moving like the Europa League's above you, and I just don't understand why you would do that especially at this segment.
Stop. Me or other people? Because it certainly ain't me.
Arsenal.
It certainly ain't me.
As
Arsenal.
in the team selection.
Yeah.
No, but let's not pretend that Arsenal don't put out a weaker team for different competitions. We do.
No, but it proves his point.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they want to win it. Putting out a weaker team doesn't mean that it's not like basketball where you're trying to tank.
I don't think he said that we put a team knowing for well we will lose.
Yeah. So what's the point?
No,
like you're not. It's above. You're not obvious, and I get it because you're in contention. You're in contention to win the league, so I get that. But it's still like when you're prioritizing, it's like you have gone.
Yeah, no, Arsenal.
Europa.
Arsenal have prioritized the league. Of course, the league is the main priority. And
like we're shameless. And like we want to win every cup we're in. Like he's not. This ain't no game. This ain't no. Forget squads and whatever. Yeah. We're in this. We want to win this competition. We know that. Yeah. I know that's how my gaffer thinks. I feel you are like, if we get there, we get there. Like you wouldn't have gassed until you got to a final. Ideally, it could have been against us or whatever, and then you would have done very well. But this whole time, you're like, but it's Europa League. You would have been in the quarterfinals now.
I say differently.
And probably the favourites, the strongest team in the competition. Actually, legitly the best team in the competition.
Arteta has a squad, in it. Like he has to. For example, I don't think it's egregious to bring in Vieira for Odegaard. I don't think it's egregious to bring in Jorginho for Partey, especially with Partey's injury history. I don't think it's egregious to give Kivior your £20 million signing his first start because he's not going to get the start in the league. I don't think it's egregious to bring in your second keeper for your first keeper. So we have a squad. We have to rotate. Yes, the league is a priority, but I don't think we put out that team thinking, you know what, who cares? No, Arteta believes that the team he puts out are good enough to win. Remember, I believe it's based on opposition too. If maybe Arteta didn't think Sporting were deserving of the first team, I don't know. But again, you can't keep, for example, I think Saka plays too much, as it is. You can't keep rinsing your players, bruv. So you have to use your squad. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
I think that Sporting wanted it more. It was evident that they wanted it more. I believe that Arteta did believe the team he put up was good enough.
Yeah, exactly.
But I didn't think he said anything counter to that.
No, but I'm agreeing with him though, that the Europa League is second priority. Yeah, I agree. But what do you want him to do? Put out the same starting 11 for the Europa League and the Premier League?
I wouldn't have wanted that. And if that was the case, then do that first leg. Get it out.
I'll put the strongest team out first leg.
Yeah, quickly. But I'm all right with not being in it anymore.
No.
I'm good.
I don't know
I'm good.
I don't like the mentality of let's just focus on the league.
No.
It's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, I hate
wait.
that. If you want to be a big team,
I can't get fussed.
What do you mean?
Yesterday, how was I?
You seem pretty fine.
And when it is that Martinelli stepped up, it looked like he wasn't.
I called that.
Ramsdale was saving on the penalties.
Listen,
Ramsdale ain't saving no
I've
penalties.
got a thing there, and I can't say I can tell when someone's gonna score all the time, because and sometimes the man got a steed looking at it, you just know, but it's usually their track record, like say Messi, Harry Kane, Lewandowski, whatever. No, but I can't usually. But there's something sometimes when I'm watching a penalty shooter, and I'm saying it's the second the camera goes on this person, I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna miss.
You knew he was gonna miss.
I wasn't even paying attention. I looked up here, it went on Martinelli. I went, oh my God, he's going to miss. And my man thought I was bantering him. I said, bro, he's going to miss. You get me?
Yeah.
And Brent looked at me like to say, I see what you just saw.
Yeah.
You get me?
Also, let's not forget, their keeper made a lot of key saves.
Their keeper's good.
The keeper made about 3 or 4 saves that
We had opportunities.
should have been goals. Gabriel had a header that should have went in.
Twice.
Trossard was through on goal.
Trossard's been good, man.
Great
Trossard's
save.
good for you, isn't it?
Like, I'm telling you, Arsenal, I don't think you're saying this, but I don't feel like Arsenal went in thinking, oh, we don't care. We could have won that game, but we just didn't.
Played second.
We could have won that game.
We played second class the entire game. They were first to everything.
If Trossard scores that, game's done.
I hear that, but I would have still said that they played better than us on that day.
You know, I can agree with that, but remember, you can still play worse and still win. The keeper, it's like, you know, remember when Arsenal played Man United that time and De Gea was on smoke?
Yeah.
Remember that game? Remember that game?
Yeah.
He saved everything.
Yeah,
everything. Point blank range. That's the type of shit that keeper was doing. He was saving everything.
Yeah.
He saved everything. You know what I mean?
There are days when
we didn't
some
get upset
days
and care.
there are some days when forget teams, goalkeepers stand up and say,
Yeah. The goalkeeper won them. The goalkeeper won them the game, and he saved the penalty as
I don't know
well.
if they know. I don't think the goalkeeper won in the game.
He did win the
No.
game.
See, I didn't watch it,
He
so I
did
don't know.
because
No.
the reason I'm saying that is one, forget the penalty. All the chances I'm mentioning,
Yeah.
those could have, should have been goals. Great saves, isn't it? Those are great saves. Normally, those could all of those goals could have went in.
He made 2 great saves.
About 3. About 3.
I remember the Trossard one.
Trossard
That was
one,
a very
and then
good
that's
save.
it.
And then the Gabriel header.
Wasn't there 2 Gabriel headers? Remember,
Yes, but
there was one at the back post.
that second one wasn't as wavy as the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
But I'm alright. I'm alright with it.
I'm not alright. Do you know why I'm not alright? I'm not alright because I don't want us just to focus on the league. It's like 11 finals. I want it to be something else happening. I don't want it to be too much pressure now. Now it's like, you know what? Now you have to win. Even though you have to win the league before, now it's like you have to win the league.
You're not in no competition no more, innit?
No, I want another distraction. I don't want it to just be about the league. I want it to be the league and Europa.
What are you thinking about? I don't want to just mix it up. Sorry, but do you think this has like a hangover onto the weekend?
It could.
Patrick Vieira just got fired.
Yeah.
Breaking news. New manager bounce.
It's always Arsenal when a new manager
Jesus
bounce.
is back.
Is it
Jesus
Emirates?
is back.
Let me check.
Yes, it is.
That's Emirates.
It's Emirates.
Be at home.
Okay, that's cool then. You'd definitely be all right. But if it was at Selhurst Park, you'd have to worry.
I'm alright, to be honest.
That's the first time I haven't believed you because if you
You haven't believed me?
no, where is it? Is it definitely at home?
You haven't. I'm saying my right with the loss.
Oh, with the loss.
Yeah.
I thought you meant just the next.
Crystal Palace.
There's a.
No,
If
I'm confident going into Crystal Palace game.
it's at Emirates, then yeah, I won't check shit. But if it was at Selhurst Park, I'm saying, and with the new manager bounce stuff, there's potential for banana skins there. The other games that you've gone through, so like last night, remember I was asking for it. I'm being proper petty. I'm saying I know you're gonna win them, but I just hope there's adversity. And since I've said that, it's nothing but adversity. Aston Villa, all the game, like you're winning them, you're getting through them. Obviously, last night you didn't, but it's just adversity all the way.
Fulham
It's
was
just
kinda
shaky
clear,
and
bro.
shaky. Fulham was kind of clear.
Fulham was clear.
Fulham was kind of clear. That's why I left that one out.
Yeah.
Bro.
Fair enough.
You get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, so it's pressure, it's building.
I'm
And
annoyed,
now
I'll be honest. I'm
the
annoyed.
one game a week.
I'm annoyed. I don't want one game a week. I don't want one game and it's all about the league. I want us to have another distraction. And I want us to go for a trophy, man. European trophy. We ain't won one for God knows how long. I'm not happy with this.
We win the Champions League.
No, we ain't winning Champions League next season.
I would have liked. I would have liked to meet you in the Europa League.
Yeah,
obviously
man.
not to the final, not until the final. But I don't know how it would have worked out with the draws and all
Because
that shit.
now, you know what it is? Now it's all or nothing.
Yes.
Like
I like
it's,
it.
it's league or bust.
Just like last year, Prem.
Last year what?
Well, last year it was kind of thing for you. You messed up the top four.
Oh,
innit?
before.
And
I just don't want an all or nothing situation.
I hear that. And it might end up as they win more silverware than us.
They could, yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
what does that mean?
And that way you win.
That'd be,
You-
that'd be
No,
yeah,
no.
Yeah, you come in smart.
yeah.
I'm not. No. If what Carabao Cup versus nothing?
No, the Europa League.
Yeah, but we can't speak to something he hasn't won yet.
No,
So-
but
No, I'm saying there's potentials there.
Oh, potential.
Yeah.
Yeah, potential. Yeah.
Mm.
You can win FA Cup too.
So say we won. No, you know what? If you win the league, winning the league trumps anything. Though.
Yeah, if we win the league, top everything.
Winning the league that will trump anything we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think even
but you get a treble.
even if we won a treble,
Yeah.
even if we went and won all competitions, I
Yeah.
think winning the league for Arsenal for what it is, it will trump anything
Yeah.
we do.
But we might come second and you might win the triple.
If we don't win the league,
If you finish second and we even win FA Cup, Carling Cup, we've had a better season than you.
facts. Yeah, no, because we have got no trophies. So yeah,
And you're still in Champions League.
It's still in Champions League. Yeah.
For sure.
It's heating up now, man. This is the
It's
business
good,
end of the
it's good,
season.
it's
Like
good.
it's,
Commentary,
That's what I'm saying. It's league or bust.
It's good.
And it's not like, just say we win the Europa League. I'm not saying, you know what, let's go for Europa and forget about the league. But I don't like the fact that all the focus now is just on the league.
I love it.
I don't like it.
Because last year,
like
the
it.
year before, the flipping 5 years before, we wouldn't have this conversation. The progress that we've made is ridiculous.
you know what I think I want to do as a United fan? I don't know. I ain't even reading the chat anyway, but I don't know if people are going to go crazy for me because there's banana skin, stumbling blocks, Casemiro's gone, other teams around are still involved and whatnot. I'd rather we just put all our eggs in Europa League basket, you know? Like I wouldn't even care if we dropped out the top 4. If we just guaranteed it. Who's there to worry about Juventus and they're going through shit show, Roma? Like we're the favourites in this competition now. We're the favourites in this competition. A favourable draw, like we can do it. I'd rather just focus everything on Europa.
Don't count out Sporting, you know. I'm not saying that because they beat us. They're a decent team, you know.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't look at the Man United team and think this team is great.
At home we're good. Just remember, it's two
mean?
ties.
I think
at home we're good. You get me? And Rashford and the man are firing. At home we're good. Over two legs, I would say we could beat any of them teams left in that competition. Or one rough shot, whatever, cool, whatever. But over two legs, I'd put my money on them against anybody.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying I'm against Man United, but I don't feel like you guys are the clear-cut favourite to win the Europa League.
I mean, Juventus are going through shit in a minute. But they're not top of Serie A at the minute, are they? They're not the guys.
Nah.
They're not who they were.
Napoli.
Who's at Napoli?
Yeah, Napoli are clear.
See, there you go then. So then, look at the list I gave you. It's Feyenoord, German Union, Berlin, craps. What are we doing there? Seville,
Roma.
Roma. The Mourinho factor
Yeah.
is a big one. Cup competition over two legs. You could. That's a sticky tie. I'm not trying to rubbish anybody. It's a European quarterfinals, but I'm just saying, like, let's be realistic here. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and it was used lot, I'm saying the same shit. I'm saying the exact same shit.
Also go in the league.
No, but let's have it right, Brent. No, if you take Man United out of that 8 and put Arsenal there, I'm saying you should cook everything moving. And I'm not saying that we're on the same level or anything. Don't get me wrong, but you feel where I'm coming from.
As in who's on the
high level?
High level.
You are in front of us in a minute. You know you are.
I'm just asking.
You're ahead. My gaffer's been there 6 months, bro. My gaffer's been there 6 months. Come on, man. Let him cook, man. Let him cook. But yeah, so
yeah, no, I'm disappointed, man. I'm not gonna pretend that it's only Europa League. I'm disappointed, man. But it is what it is.
It's all right.
The worst thing is I knew Ramsey were gonna save Scott as well, man.
That's like a pony.
I knew you were gonna save Scott.
Did he save any of them?
He had his hand on one of them.
I knew you were gonna save none.
He pushed it in.
No way.
No, he didn't push it. He almost saved that one.
That's what he just asked you. Did he?
Oh,
put
sorry.
He put his hands on one of them.
My bad. Martinelli had to.
I blame Ramsdale for that, to be honest.
What the?
Getting lobbed.
Yeah. Can't get lobbed from there.
He put all of them. This particular.
And the thing is,
now with sticky bum.
It's so funny as well because he dived through it. He dropped with the whole his attempt to save it was funny. Like he jumped up like fucking Jordan and hit the floor like a fucking Shaq.
Bad result, man. It's at home.
And then a little huddle afterwards to regroup. Remember?
Yeah. So after, oh my god, that was
Who
horrid.
you talking about? Arsenal's one.
After the lob, did you see them huddling? Like to say, yo, fix up.
Let's not do that again.
Let's not do that. Man, like, yo, let's never do that ever again.
Fucking Zinchenko's on it, the leader of the crew.
Well,
yeah, it's annoying, man. But 11 weeks to go. This is it, man. We're in the final stretch now.
we'll do it, man. All right, cool. We what other sports news we got? Just
hold on. Do you think Vieira's sacking was
justified? What's that? 12 without a win.
So
I thought he was going to be the first to get sacked when he first got the job, he proved me. No, last year when he first walked into the job, I was leaning on him on Filthy. I'm saying he's going to get cooked. He's screwed, and he proved me totally wrong. Done an amazing job. I think like he's got some good players over there. For whatever reason, it seemed like it was working. It seemed like it was just working. Obviously, like not to say like they're like pulling up trees or anything, but it's Crystal Palace for fuck's sake. Like it didn't seem that bad. I didn't know it was 12 without a.
So
without
basically,
a win.
this year, 11 games, 0 wins, 5 draws, 6 losses, 4 goals scored, 12 position.
That's this calendar year. Like just from January.
Yeah. But if you look at the results though, it's just bare 1-0s and 1-1 draws. So they're not scoring, they're not really conceding a lot either. So there's some type of equilibrium happening there. But
He had them playing all right. I think they were just running through a bad patch. Just a little Just little
Can I ask a
downtime.
question? I've never understood why the managers are the ones that get fired. Are they the feet of the ball kickers?
It's easier to get rid of
No,
one
because
manager than
there's
11
only one of
players.
them.
It's way easier to get rid of one
Yeah,
manager.
but
than
why am
11
I in it?
players. What do you mean?
Like, is the
no-
manager in control of how well the players play?
To a certain
Are they
extent.
the coaches as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, the head of the snake. You got
Do
to
they
take
coach them
responsibility. You got to take responsibility for it. It's your actions, really and truly. That's
So
what
then-
that's what it falls on.
So do you have to be a skilled player then to be a manager?
No.
So I might not be able to kick ball and I'm a manager,
Yeah.
but if they people who actually are meant to kick ball for a living can't kick ball, I get fired.
Sometimes it's unfair because sometimes the players throw the manager under the bus. Sometimes it's the players are not holding themselves accountable and not pulling their weight or whatever, and it's unfair. But again, it's just from the outside looking in. You're the leader here. This is all done in your name.
Yeah.
The brunt or the responsibility stops with you, so then you're going to take the full force of it, innit?
Do they get paid more than
Off with
players?
his head. No. There's some managers who earn good money. There's some managers who earn more than some players, but the top players will kill managers' wages.
Okay. All right. Well, as you working.
Yeah. In other news, Marcus Rashford has overtook Ronaldo as overtook Ronaldo. He's gone to I think he's 6th all-time European scorer. I think he's got 25 goals in Europe. He passed Ronaldo with that goal the other day. That stunning goal.
You know, I ain't seen the highlights yesterday, you know.
I want to say the other day. It was yesterday, innit?
Yeah.
I'm sick. You didn't see the goal?
No, let me...
Outside of the boot.
What you know?
You know that kind of do you know that kind of technique exists? What's that on?
Let me look at it now.
What's he on? 27 for the year? Oh, he's gonna hit 30 all comps, man. Good gosh, he's gonna hit 30 all comps. You know he is, isn't it?
Probably will, you know.
Yeah, man, he's gonna do it, man. He's flying, man. Big up him. You get me?
Okay.
And I heard he's still feeding the youth them. You see it, yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
You and this feeding kids.
This is one of the biggest redemption arcs I've ever seen, bro.
Who, Rashford?
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it? I think even the whole fan base was nearly done with him. It was
Yeah.
like crossroads. It was like
Yeah,
if you're
it
not gonna do nothing, or not gonna be who we gassed you up to be, then you gotta go. Kiddie.
Yeah,
It was, like people was really talking like that.
They're onto him.
And then now it's like can't see past him. It's like if he goes, screwed.
Yeah,
If he got injured tomorrow, we're done. All our hopes and aspirations are done.
I mean, when it is that you idiot United fans wanted him out, and I was like, bring him here.
Yeah, I would have taken him.
I don't want to
Y'all
take.
did want him out.
When you say y'all, not me. I've never screamed Rashford out. Anyway.
That year when he dyed his hair, man.
Again, I didn't want him to. I just wanted to stop hanging around with Jesse Lingard.
I used to hate Jussie Lingard, man.
That's what I never wanted him out. I was just like, stop hanging around with
Used to hate
Jesse.
his
I
guts.
just knew, like, you know what I'm trying to say? When he was in them little short shorts and a Cuban choker, I was like, this is bullshit.
I know exactly, and the
Brother.
car frames.
Brother,
I
I
know,
was
that
livid.
look you're talking about.
I've never wanted him out. I just wanted to get his mind right. You get me? But yeah, big up him, man. Big up him. And in our last bit of reaction news, Natasha Jonas has received the offer to fight Claressa Shields. Is Claressa Shields the American one? The black girl? That's
the greatest.
the greatest. Oh yeah, we watched her. She punched up the
Savannah
Marshall. There we go. So who's Natasha Jonas now?
Jonas. She's
Jonas.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she's a British fighter. She actually won Boxer of the Year as well. She's a serious fighter, man. She went up 3 weight classes since the Olympics. She's basically got Claressa Shields' old belt.
Okay.
Yeah, super welterweight.
What's she, white girl?
No, she's black. That mix race looking.
Oh, is it?
But she's serious, man. But I think she's too small for Claressa Shields. So. Claressa Shields is just like no one's beating Claressa Shields.
Shields was cold. I've only seen that one fight against Marshall, but she looks serious.
Yeah, she's serious. She's serious. Jonas is good though. Jonas is good. But they pretty much turned down the offer. They said it's too small, basically.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Who's winning, Leon Edwards and Ousmane?
Oof. I feel like Ousmane's gonna take it because it's not like Ousmane wasn't winning the first one. You know what I'm saying? Like it definitely wasn't a lucky kick because obviously that's what Leon Edwards does. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Ousmane's gonna be prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's kind of the main thing that will kind of get Ousmane. But I feel like he'll be ready for it, man. And again, in the first fight, it was literally the last round, and you know what I'm saying. So I feel like Ousmane will be prepared, man. Yeah, but it'll be tough. It'll be tough, man. Because Leon Edwards might be that kryptonite. He might be that what's that guy's name? The guy that beat Israel, Adesanya. He might be that guy to him. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be a sick fight though. It'll be a sick fight, man. Wish both of them the best, man.
Okay, well, that's the end of our sports news, man. Let's get into Out Ere. Who is today's recipient of Out Ere? This headline is weird. Who put this in there? You? Where did you find this Mina Chowdhury? What's wrong with this person? Humans are always human, isn't it? They never cease to amaze me. So, Mina Chowdhury, 45. Yeah. This guy, why? Where did he wear this to court? What does he think this is? Charlie and Chocolate Factory or something? This done.
Is there? Who went to court?
I don't know.
He looks like he's in costume.
I don't know if he wore that to court, if that's just his drip.
I feel like I can see Dr. Umar wearing that. What are you talking about?
This piece of shit, yeah, has been falsifying like diagnoses on children, bro. He's been like falsely diagnosing children, yeah, with cancer and that, yeah, to scare their parents, yeah, into paying for like scans and testing that at his private. He's got a private healthcare firm. You know what I'm trying to say? So he's been. Imagine finding out your child's got cancer or something like that. For kids, because kids is kids.
Kids, yeah, it's different.
And then it's not even true.
Just so you can get money.
Just so you can get money. Wicked. This is a wicked man. And I think he lost his license. I don't think he's allowed to practice. The idiot tried to appeal the decision. Don't know why.
Could you possibly appeal that?
I was trying to think, what grounds? What grounds are we doing this on? What grounds? Look at him.
Your Honor, this is false. Did you do it? Yes.
Well, the senior judge had sense in his head, and he rejected it. But
he looks like a crazy person.
I was just amazed because, like I said, humans, they never do cease to amaze me. Yeah, but I hate stupidity. I was just thinking, what were you? You're in a position. You got your own practice. You're a doctor. You clearly earn good money.
You're already making money.
You know what I'm trying to say? You're already making money. So what's your motivation for this? Like, and then like you just don't care. You don't care about who you hurt, about who you walk over. The effects of your actions. Essentially, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you just don't give a shit, and it's just all for money, for coin, like which you got. It don't make sense. A man just mashed up like his credibility, his whole profession. Everything's just done. Why do you risk this kind of stuff? Why do people do this kind of stuff? Because the juice here was not worth the squeeze. I don't know how much them scans and tests cost, yeah, but he would have had to go. He would have to go to school his whole life to learn how to do this shit. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say? Now your whole legacy, your whole reputation, your whole everything's just in the mud. For what?
He's probably been doing this for a while, man, and he got comfortable.
I just don't understand. Yeah. I just don't understand. And if you've been there long enough, you know I really dislike things I don't understand.
Funny enough, I was having a conversation with my friends, yeah, who are like doctors, innit? Man and woman, yeah. And like this is one of the first times where I thought of another angle about the downsides of capitalism. Because I was thinking, you know what? Private healthcare, this, that, and the third, it's always going to be more efficient than governments doing things. I still believe that, right? But again, like one of them said to me, but what about the doctors who are making people pay for certain things
that they don't need?
And that's the way they're able to just take money.
You don't know what integrity, what kind of integrity these people got.
Yeah.
At least for this government issue, they're gonna try. Well, they're just trying to cut costs. They're not gonna do anything more than you need. They're gonna try and give you the least as possible.
Yeah,
actually,
exactly.
You get me?
Yeah.
When the man telling you, boy, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. You need this. You need that. I need to look at it. It's like when you go to the mechanics and you don't know what's going on, and they look under the hood and then they're just fleecing you for nonsense. You know what I'm trying to say? You're talking about alternator and them thing there, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, they're literally just moving like the garage, man. So I suppose it's hard to because you don't know who's got integrity or what. How do you pick, if you're going to go private, how do you pick your doctor or your health? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? I don't know, man. With all the problems going on in the world, man, we don't need people just making it flipping more harder, man. Especially with people that's supposed to be there to help us. You that are supposed to be there to help you. My child's sick and I bring my child to you and you're false diagnosing him. It's just ridiculous, man. But yeah, he's definitely done Out Ere, man. So bun up him, Mina Chowdhury, fuck yourself. You're done Out Ere. Let's get into that.
Also, before we go quickly, breaking reaction news. Champions League quarterfinal has just been announced. Man City versus Bayern Munich.
Ooh.
Real Madrid versus Chelsea.
Ooh.
AC Milan versus Napoli.
Okay.
And Inter Milan Benfica.
I was gonna fake it.
That's a decent.
Even get it out.
That's a decent round of football.
Decent round still. Decent round.
How long till Europa comes out?
They're trying to get the Brits up there.
You
Think
think?
the Brits out?
Could be.
Man City's a good game.
Yeah.
Remember
Chelsea?
Good game.
Well, I don't know. I watched the last Chelsea game I played, boy. They were playing some good stuff, man. Maybe that Arteta thing. Maybe just give Potter time. We don't know how that's gonna go. They were playing some slick stuff. Havertz, João Felix. Was Kovacic playing that game?
Yeah.
He wasn't it?
Last game, yeah.
Yeah, they were playing some slick stuff.
He scored as well.
The old players.
Huh?
The old players.
I said João Felix. I said
They
Kovacic.
said only
Mudryk
João.
was in the 10 looking decent. They played it. Did you see that? Played. Oh yeah, you don't like hearing Mudryk's name.
No. You said he was playing decent.
All right, yeah.
I didn't watch the game, but I read that he wasn't playing well. I know he had an assist.
He didn't really have an assist. It bounced off his head.
No, he went to header it.
No, he didn't.
Bro,
It bounced off his head and it went into the path of the
Oh.
person who scored.
I'm not saying it was an all-time worldly performance, but I
Something
watched the
like that.
game and he was playing decent. Decent is
Because that's what we want
Decent.
for a £100 million player.
don't be bitter. Anthony's got more goals than all your wingers, bro.
Who's got?
What are you talking about?
Who? Yeah, that's right.
What?
What are you talking about?
Your wingers ain't got no goals.
What, Saka, Martinelli?
Anyway.
How many goals?
They have more goals than Anthony.
Anyway.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Anyway.
Trossard don't.
You just named one player.
Trossard don't. How many goals has Saka got in the league?
Anyway.
I can just check.
Sorry. I thought we were
Three.
You get Anthony stats. I'll get things.
I need to get Anthony stats up. He's only got about 7 goals or something.
Okay, Saka's got more than that. Saka's got 9 or 10.
2 more. Allow it, man. And he plays every game. You said you would see how often
In
he
the
plays.
league,
He
and he
plays
ain't
too
got
much.
7 goals in the league. He's got 7 goals in all comps. I lie, man.
Very cheeky for that.
I think Anthony probably got 2 in the league or something.
No, he scored against Arsenal. He scored against City. He scored against... I can't remember. Just remember the big games.
Anyway, outro time now.
Outro. Let's get to outro.
Oh. Have you pressed the thing?
I don't know.
No.
Have you pressed it, Brent?
I have a great week. Oh, okay. Oh, damn. I was about to check the deuces up. Follow the day after on the day after TNB on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Interact with all the posts. Share this video. Drop it on your timeline. Drop it on in your group chats. Thanks for rocking with us this week. We will see you on Monday. Bye.
Peace.